Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Thursday night, and you know what that means? It's Wrestle with Knuckleheads, baby. What's going on, everybody? We got Ray in the building. Gigi's in the building. What up, guys?
Chilling. About to
I
talk
hear that.
about some wrestling today.
Word.
Oh, man, what's going on? What's going on? We back. It's another edition of that Wrestling with Knuckleheads. What's going
Word.
on? What's going on?
Yo, Ray, we might have to change the stipulation when we sell out. Respect.
Up and down.
I mean, instead of you going through a table, we might need you to be, slam on some glass.
Ah, God.
Get you some Swerve Strickland in you.
Listen.
You know?
I'd rather take the table.
You don't want the real glass?
Listen, it's just real glass.
No, unless we could get some sugar glass.
You don't need sugar. You don't need no more sugar in your life.
Word.
All right. Nobody needs no more sugar in their life. What do you need sugar for?
I need a sugar mama.
Sugar. You don't need sugar. You need real glass. It's the real McCoy.
Nah.
Word.
What's going on?
Don't get it in your eyes.
Yeah, let's not be like Drew McIntyre, who unfortunately got the glass in his eyes. Which that's damn. Like, out of everything, it gets in your fucking eye. Like,
yeah, you land on your back and that shit got in your eyes.
Well, it can because of the fucking blowback. It can,
yeah, but it's like shit.
But especially the way he threw him, it's like the fucking shit it cracks and then goes up. So it's like, yeah.
Goes to show you he doesn't know how to land through a windshield.
I think you're taught how to land through a windshield.
That was in gym class. Shit.
I remember that.
I don't think your gym class teacher was allowed to do.
Yeah, wait. Where were you? Where'd you?
We in the Bronx.
I don't matter. No, there's they have to respond to the DOE, bro.
You called it touch football. We called it jumping through cars.
Okay. I'm glad I went to high school in Brooklyn because
we did some real shit.
Oh,
we're gonna leave that alone. I'm just writing the card down. We have so much to talk about. We're gonna go over the AEW Dynasty card that is happening this Sunday, starting at 1 a.m., ending at 4 a.m. the following day. But all seriousness, I believe it starts at 8, and it will start and go until whenever Tony Khan decides that he's done with it. But it's one hell of a card that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, it's a nice
when they finish the cocaine, the night's over.
So yeah, it does start at 8 p.m. and so, which is funny though because they start that one normal time, but then apparently All In this year, they're still starting it early, even though they're in Texas.
Yeah, it's at 3.
Yeah, so let's see how that works.
Hope Mick gets healthy.
Yeah, Mick Foley
was that
word?
That was real.
Was that an April Fool's Day?
No.
A
lot of shit happened in April.
Into a car accident, and the car is completely totaled. And if he definitely he says he has some bruised tissues, and he's just really sore, and that he is not stopping or canceling any of his shows or meet and greets that he has going on. But yeah,
according to the Dark Side of the Ring, he does these shows to help his mind because they believe that he's gonna have CTE. So he's already trying to train his mind to help him with his memory and shit.
Which is a good thing, but at the same token, it's like, damn, my guy just keeps getting concussions. Like this, he talked about it. Like he's physically doing well, like he can walk, all that, but he already does have another concussion because of this.
Mm-hmm.
So he definitely, he's gonna be prone to fucking CT, unfortunately.
Just be happy he never took one of Hogan's chair shots.
He did a lot worse. I feel.
I don't think he would have survived one of Hogan's chair shots.
He unfortunately did fucking exploding death matches, and let's not forget he's the one that fell off the fucking Hell in a Cell. And
13 chair shots to the dome.
Not once, but twice.
Yeah,
off
it, through it,
next to it. Like, man,
in multiple matches too.
Yeah, this wasn't the first rodeo. But yeah, again,
definitely get well, Mick.
Yeah,
for
Mick Foley.
Here for you.
Always a pleasure, man. I got to meet him like 3 times because of wrestling. He's always nice, always cool. So prayers to him, man. Hopefully it goes well, and hopefully he doesn't have to cancel. So I was gonna say, like, he's saying he's not canceling his Mania week appearances, and it's like that's like 2 weeks away. If you have a concussion, I feel like he shouldn't be traveling that type of distance. Like Long Island to Vegas is still a flight. Like that's a long flight. So
right.
We shall see.
Okay. Let's see what his doctors tell him.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of news, did you hear that David Meltzer made the comment that if Tony Khan ran WCW, that he would have had more than just the NWO storyline? It wouldn't have failed in 2000. He wouldn't have let Stone Cold Steve Austin go. Did you hear all that shit?
I didn't. But he's looking at that with the foresight that we know this now. I think if Tony Khan was running it without any prior knowledge, just like running it like they did back in the day, it still doesn't work out. Because if you have to keep everything that was done, I feel like Tony Khan is still signing some possibly lucrative contracts just to keep.
People. Like, the shit that Dave Meltzer. So I'm listening to Eric Bischoff's podcast, 86 Weeks Worth, and the dude that's with Eric Bischoff, not even Eric Bischoff, he's like, I listen to Dave Meltzer. He's a Dave Meltzer subscriber, and he's like, the shit you're saying make no sense because they did main event with a New Japan Pro Wrestling guy. They did have the Great Muta in there. Yep. They didn't rob the NWO from New Japan. It was just like an idea that he got from them. And he's like, they did all this shit. Yeah, they did all this shit that Dave Meltzer said that Tony Khan would do, and it's like it still failed.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It was inevitable. It was inevitable to fucking fail. And it's like, no, they didn't steal the idea. The idea was based off it. Like the NWO was a Chono creation. That's why they brought Chono in eventually. Like it was based off that. But it's the thing of like everyone's gonna say, oh yeah, this person could possibly book it better. This person could have booked it better. It's like it's what made WCW WCW though.
But can I point out some of the obvious though?
What?
Tony Khan would have been ran over with all those wrestlers and those deals that they had to make to get them there.
Oh yeah. Like it showed now. Like there's a lot of the deals that unfortunately did not work out. Which again, it's still
in the backstage. Like, all that drama backstage that he couldn't control.
Yeah. Well, I, at least the thing is, we wouldn't have known about it back then.
Oh, you never know.
That's the best thing that we probably wouldn't have known about half the shit.
Yeah, but you never know. Like Diesel probably would have been on some, yo, dude, I'm gonna work one day a year, and you're gonna pay me $2 billion. And Tony was like, all right, cool. Don't tell nobody.
Wow. Wow.
That whole would have been the fucking running back in the Jaguars and shit. Like they would have just been doing whatever the fuck they wanted. And Stone Cold did not show signs of Stone Cold as stunning Steve Austin.
That's the thing. No one would have seen that. Like, if you tell me, if you look at, again, Stunning Steve and Rocky Maivia when he first debuted, I don't think anyone's picturing these are going to be the two guys that we're fucking looking at. Like, these are the guys we're looking at here. Yeah. Like these two right here are the guys.
The Ringmaster and Rocky Maivia. Yeah, those are the guys.
Yeah, like these are the guys that are like, but I don't know. Yeah, it's Dave Meltzer's always going to try to explain how. Oh yeah, this could have worked. This could have worked. I'm surprised he didn't say, oh yeah, if the Young Bucks were running it with Kenny Omega back in the day, they would have done. They would have done better because it's always that.
They did the same thing that Kevin Nash and Scott Hall did. Oh, Kevin Nash did because Kevin Nash was the booker at one point.
Yeah. Well, he was though. He was the booker at one point, and they made sure, hey, our guys are making money. That's which more power to him. Like that's kind of what you want to do in wrestling is make sure you and your boys are making money.
There's room on that boat. You jump on the boat.
Hey, that's how it works.
Word.
Make sure everyone's making money there.
I'd rather you pay me for nothing than me work my ass off for nothing.
Exactly.
You feel me? Shit. Exactly. But yeah, I just heard that shit and I was just sitting there like, I think people are really delusional now because I don't even think anyone outside of Eric Bischoff would have did what he did because no one has those ideas.
No,
like,
no
one's going in there going, we're making the NWO. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way to, like, at that point, like, these are the cards you're dealt. I don't think anyone else could have possibly stayed afloat for that long.
Yeah.
Outside of, there's only one person I could think that maybe would have done okay, and I think that's Paul Heyman.
If Paul Heyman had the finance for ECW, I think we would still be watching ECW.
Oh yeah. ECW would have. I think the funny thing is, I think if they had the funding, ECW would have probably been the place we get a lot of these guys. Like a lot of the
absolutely.
We would have seen Low Key on ECW. We would have seen Amazing Red on ECW. We would have seen Homicide on ECW. We would have seen Samoa Joe. A lot of these guys would have made their way to ECW. Yeah. Like that would have been the alternative. That would have been the you wouldn't have gotten ROH. You wouldn't have gotten a lot of these places because ECW would have still been that, hey, this is the different style of wrestling that everyone wants.
I'll tell you one thing, I think TNA would have been a little better. And not saying that they weren't good, because I'll always say this. Christian was the one that made TNA like the competition. When Christian went to TNA, that's when everything changed.
It got the eyes. Yeah, it definitely got the eyes. And then when Kurt Angle showed up, it gave that little boost of legitimacy that it needed.
Yeah.
It was still like, I saw it today because Chris Van Vliet posted the Samoa Joe interview. And hearing him talk about it and the things that like they were doing, which it sucks because you hear the rise and fall during that interview. And it's just like, damn, how do you not value the guys that were like making you money?
Because like you think that you're the genius.
Which is
that's the problem. Where Vince would be like, there's no one bigger than the company, but he knew where his bread was buttered.
Yep. And he knew how to take care of those people. Like as much as everyone talks about, it's like there was guys that you knew were the WWE guys.
That's why every night you saw the DX and Austin and Cena and Roman, you don't see the headbangers every night. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows who's tuning in to watch what.
Yeah. And with TNA, it's like, come on. Like it's clear as day. And it's funny because Samoa Joe didn't put himself on that list. But like your Mount Rushmore for me in TNA, it was the AJs, the Samoa Joes, Christopher Daniels, and then it's a rotating fourth. Like via respect wise, Jeff Jarrett, I feel like always needs to be like.
Didn't he create?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Without Jeff Jarrett giving these opportunities and having the foresight to be like, oh yeah, we need to give this guy a shot, and this guy a shot, and this guy a shot. There is not a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
But when it comes to worker wise, Abyss also needs to be on that list too.
See, for me, my Mount Rushmore was always like the forefathers.
Yeah.
It's not the best. It's the people, it's the people that paved the way. You know what I'm saying?
Like guys that were, you talk, like when you see that, those are those guys. That's why I say Jeff Jarrett's almost like that rotating that's like without, but at the same token, I feel like those four are what made TNA in a sense.
Because TNA in reality is a generation. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that generation is what made TNA what it was.
Yeah.
Because I remember TNA was nothing but like pay-per-views. Like, you could buy TNA Sacrifice for $9 or, for this. Yeah. And then they got the TV deal, 6 sides, the steel, or the 6-sided ring, the X Division or other shit, and they blew up. Like, that right there is, that's your generation.
Yeah.
Everyone in there can be interchanged with who's the forefather. Because you still see Elix Skipper with that fucking walking the top of the cage.
Walking the cage to hit the
that is their,
I think, James Storm?
Yeah, that is their Mankind falling off of the top of the cell.
Yeah, and that's
they're always going to show that fucking clip.
And it's crazy because, again, he's another one that deserves that shit. That's the problem with only being 4 heads. That's like, shit, you think about it. James Storm should be up there. Bobby Roode should be up there. I feel like those are your 4 cornerstones, your 4 pillars, if you want, because that's what gave when no one was watching. Mm-hmm. Like when no one cared, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, AJ, they were killing it every time. And that match, everyone talks about Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley. Those are other ones. That's like, those were guys that did that. Kazarian.
Who was he was Little Scott Steiner. He was the one who introduced us
The Canadian
the
Destroyer.
Canadian Destroyer. Yes,
Petey Williams,
Yes.
Maple Leaf Muscle, or legit the Canadian Destroyer, Petey Williams.
yeah.
He's another one. That's why, bro. It's funny because you look at who's like working for WWE right now, and who the producers are. It's a lot of those guys. Like it's all of that, and fucking another one that deserves it too. Sanjay Dutt. He's another one that was building apart that X division. Fucking Jay Lethal, another one. Like there's so many that made that shit. If we really want to talk about guys that were paving that way as well, I was about to say R-Truth. Like even when it was still the weekly pay-per-views and it was still NWA TNA, Ron the Truth Killings killed it, man.
First black TNA champion, the first black NWA champion.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy because people who don't know R-Truth would never know that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I remember Kate Quick, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how far back we go with R-Truth.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
You gotta remember that when it was the 3 Live Crew, when it was Ron the Truth Killings, BG James and Conan.
Yep.
And that whole storyline that just was okay, yeah. Not always the best moments in TNA, but hey, it was entertaining.
Yeah. They tried to fucking do an invasion angle with WWE and TNA.
I still love finding out that they were legit on the other side of the door too. Like, what do we do?
It's like, what if they did open the door?
Triple H was Triple H was like, they would have fucked us up. It was only 4
because it's like during the WCW invasion angle, it's like Nash and Hall want to open the door, but it's like, what happens? But then with the DX, with the New Age Outlaws doing it to WWE, it's just like
because they only got to the gift shop, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they got into the arena,
like catering area. It was like right around, like when it was outside because it was still like the taping area.
Yeah.
So, oh man, that's but hearing like how much they even disrespected Samoa Joe at the end, I was just like, damn. Like you do that to AJ, and then you do that to Joe, and it's just like, damn. And it's funny now because with WWE working with TNA, it's just like I wonder what AJ really thinks. Like he says he wants to work one more time in the TNA ring, but I can imagine the back of the head is just like, is it worth it?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? That no matter how good of a mind you have, for wrestling, if you don't have the funds or the promotion, you can't do shit in this business.
Nope.
Like Paul Heyman, like at that time, Eric Bischoff and Hogan was running it. They had their ideas, and the Aces and Eights was an amazing storyline.
Yeah,
that whole thing with Bubba Ray and Devon and all that shit was an amazing storyline. I liked that shit, but they was losing money.
Yeah,
they didn't have the proper promotion to sell their pay-per-views or anything like that. The production value wasn't as big as WWE.
Nope.
No matter how you looked at it, that was going to look like the little competitor that tried.
And it was just like, on paper, it should have worked. Like the angle at the time, like they're doing it because Sons of Anarchy is getting big. Yep. They're doing it because they had abundance of guys there. And it's just like, it was going down, which is crazy because at the time, it's like you have Hogan come in and changes a lot up. That it's like, was this the best decision? In hindsight, the changing of the ring, people liked it.
The wrestlers liked it.
The wrestlers,
I kind of was like, you should have left it alone. But when I hear that it hurt.
Yeah, like everyone said it, like because they're like, nope, I don't want to change the ring because that changes the identity. And then they take a bump in the regular in the 4 side, and they're like, you know what, I can get used to this. Because it is a bad bump. Like everyone has talked about that 6-sided ring, and I can only imagine it gets worse in an 8-sided ring. There's just like it's not a good bump. It's like it's so much extra shit you have to do to it. It's almost like bumping in a boxing ring. That's like you technically shouldn't do that. But yeah, there was so much that they could have done with that angle. Maybe not bringing in Tito Ortiz and Rampage and all that to try to add to it, because that just felt like.
I think they were trying to get the Tyson factor, because at that time UFC was big.
I thought that was more like because I think Bellator was getting big at that point. No, if I remember correctly, I think.
Well, no, when Rampage first came, he was just the middle the light heavyweight champion.
Okay,
Tito Ortiz was the biggest guy in UFC. Before that, that whole thing happened, he was just a big name. But that was when Rampage, I think, just beat Chuck Liddell or just lost to Forrest Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like right around the time that the UFC blew up.
Well,
yeah, Pac-Man Jones and all that. I think they were trying to get the celebrity, like the Tyson effect, just having people put it on there. But you can't have lightning in a bottle twice.
Nah, especially in that, like, they had already, because I remember that was the time to, like, especially because reality TV was getting big, and they had like almost every cast member of Jersey Shore on there once.
Yep. They even made wrestlers from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, they had that. Hey, I guess it worked out for Robbie E.
I guess so.
Robert Stone, my guy, made it work, and now he's in the WWE. Like,
he really did. Like, he worked his way, and then on top of that, like, they kept him there because he was with Chelsea for a minute, then he was by himself, and then he was with Von Wagner, whatever his name is.
No, it's Rob.
That wasn't him.
Rob Terry. That wasn't it.
I don't know.
Von Wagner is the dude that was in WWE like a few months ago. We never told he was fired, and then he showed up at AEW like last week as a security guard.
I think that's why the name just.
Yeah, that's why it's stuck in your head for a bit. Yeah, but it's
the caveman looking guy. I forgot what his name is.
That's who it is. But no, Rob Terry was like the big jacked up British dude that he was a part of. He was a part of British Invasion with Nick Aldis and oh my god, why am I forgetting his name? No. Oh my god, it was Magnus and Doug Williams. There we go. Oh my god, I don't know why I blanked on. I could remember his finisher. I could remember the Chaos Theory. I could not remember Doug Williams. What's going on, Dre?
What's going on, y'all?
Leon?
Amy has questions that has nothing to do with our conversation. Amy, listen to the conversation. Write those questions down. They'll be answered at the end of the show. Tired of this shit.
I think
trying to change our questions
before we started talking about it. That's why.
You don't throw rocks at a squirrel wielding a machine gun, right? Roddy Piper said that shit.
Oh,
anyway,
I was gonna say, where'd the squirrel get the machine gun? But okay.
Listen, man, even a blind squirrel gets a nut sometimes.
I'm just trying to figure something out over here, man.
He had two questions. One, why did Stephanie McCoy relinquish the title? And if you think Lana's coming back now that Rusev is signed with WWE.
I hope not.
So the first one about Stephanie McCoy, they do that with everyone. Unfortunately, that was kind of, it was the writing on the wall that they're not going to have one person hold both belts. It was kind of almost like they needed a reason to get Stephanie McCoy to win the main women's title because of, unfortunately, Julia's injury. So now you have Stephanie McCoy as your NXT World Women's Champion, and you crown your next North American champion at Stand and Deliver, which they still need other matches. Like, you still have to build because that show has to be big because it's WrestleMania weekend, especially that the time is what I think they're doing it at noon, right? For
yeah,
so it's
noon or one.
Yeah, it's like you have to try to do something at that point. And then about Lana, probably because I feel like they're gonna want
back together. Right?
Yeah. Apparently they had renewed their vows instead of fully doing the divorce. So hey, if they do it together, might as well. It's a package. It's the package. People enjoyed them together. I just want to see, hopefully, that Rusev's used, and it's not just we're re-signing everybody.
But to me, I don't think Lana fits. But if you're gonna bring Rusev back with somebody, I want homeboy Rusev Day.
Oh,
what's his name? I want him to announce Rusev. Like, bring him back. I think he's more vital than Lana.
Well, right now he's in TNA, if I'm not mistaken.
He's one of the commentators and producers for TNA. So unfortunately,
they don't need him.
English, I don't think can make it. Matt Ruvinoff, I believe is his name. My apologies. No, we're gonna call him Aiden English because that was his name in WWE, and I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. So my apologies.
Word.
But we good,
chilling out here, Dre. What's good too, bro? My bad.
We chilling. It's another Thursday. We're trying to get through the week here.
Real.
So, remember when Xavier Woods was consecrated? Yes, I remember when he was a part of that whole angle with Pac-Man and all that. So.
He had the Apollo Creed fucking shorts and shit.
Yep.
He really lent into that Creed shit.
Oh hell yeah! I think that legit was the point of it. I think it was a parody gimmick. Remember, they did a lot of parody gimmicks. Like the fact that the Black Machismo gimmick got so over that it's like people wanted that so much more than just Jay Lethal doing the normal just Jay Lethal perfect wrestler look. And it's like it worked for him though. Like
and then the whole time when he was
Boy, Curry Man, like all that got over.
Yeah,
he did that woo off with Flair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
great.
Yo, bro, Shark Boy doing the Stone Cold Steve Austin shit. I think anyone else would have been like, this motherfucker is just ripping off Stone Cold. But him doing it for some reason just felt like, nah, that's still legit. He have this. Like,
it worked so well that I'm surprised they didn't try to sue him for that. And it's funny because he ended up suing, was it Nickelodeon? Who was it that he sued for? Because they made that Shark Boy and Lava Girl movie. And he won.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, because he had the
rights to the name Shark Boy? Oh, shit.
Yep.
No wonder there ain't been no more Shark Boy and Lava Girls.
No, that's
ruined my childhood. You ruined my childhood. Fucking Antonio Banderas was in that movie. You took food off his plate.
Wait,
he was in one of them.
I was gonna say no, he wasn't. He was in Spy Kids. George Lopez was in
Listen, don't
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Don't confuse yourself with the facts, all right?
Joe, that was around my that was my childhood. I think I should know those movies.
Listen, and that's what I'm saying. Just because you're right doesn't mean that I'm wrong.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
everyone in this chat knows that Antonio Banderas now is in Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Is he?
Yes.
Because George Lopez was
after he won the case, they made Antonio Banderas in it. Yeah, because they couldn't afford to pay George Lopez
anymore. Damn.
And they figured since they got Antonio Banderas to do fucking Spy Kids, they didn't pay him for it. They just ad-libbed all this shit. Tell me some shit I know. Don't fucking come over here with facts. When we talking about wrestling, you know how that shit don't work.
Oh, you mean like context? That doesn't work.
Listen,
no, it doesn't.
How do I send you the video that I'm like, hey, this is I got it in there for you. The statement was said. Nah,
he threw him like a baby. That is not he threw the baby.
But it's the best way to work it. Like Gigi, was that not close enough? Like to make it make sense for a wrestling
line? It's like someone was like, yo, let me borrow some money. You give him $5.
That's money, ain't it?
Don't be ungrateful.
Yeah, but it ain't the $50,000 that I need.
Nah, be ungrateful. Either you get the $5, you get no motherfucking $5. That's being ungrateful. Go fuck yourself.
You say that now until you need $10.
No, I don't care. I count my dollars as I count my blessings, all right? And I don't care if it's a fucking quarter or $5. You be grateful for whatever fucking money comes your way, you piece of shit.
Word, Damien. Now you just offended Damien because he's Mexican.
Wrestling, please.
No, you offended Damien because he's Mexican.
Wait, what did we offend him by?
I don't know. It ain't my comment.
Go fuck himself too. Can we go back to wrestling now?
No, because I gotta count my money now.
Oh, count your money and put yourself on mute. Ray, let's talk about
Ray's over here fucking not giving me $10.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Okay, so back to
give me the $5 he was supposed to.
Wait, I said the statement. I didn't say I was giving you $5. You know what? Let's go back to wrestling.
Shit. Can we go back to wrestling?
I don't know.
You and Gigi over here talking about some other shit. I'm trying to talk about wrestling this whole time.
I'm about to log the fuck off. You don't fuck around.
See Ray, what you doing?
Fuck around and find out, toe tags.
See what you did, Ray? Now she's yelling at me because she want me to check you.
No, I'm yelling at you because I'm checking you, toe tags.
See?
I'm not checking Ray Sanchez. You want to know why I'm not checking him? Because he hasn't dyed his hair yet. And until he dyes his hair red, then I'm going to have to check him. Right now, you just going to have to be the one that's going to get all this heat, toe tag.
She's so mad you didn't give me the $5 that she's yelling at me now.
Let's go with that. That's the story we're going to stick with.
Shit.
That's great, Leon. Thank you. But as long as you're not as creepy as somebody else that... Yo, by the way, I got to tell you guys this shit.
Shit. Here we go.
See? What you did, Ray?
I gotta stop being creepy.
No, I had a. Let me go into here. My request.
I'm throwing babies, right? I almost got him, Gigi. I almost got him to spit his shit out.
That. So
I knew you were gonna say some shit. I was like, nope, swallow.
Hey, yo.
No.
Hey, yo. Tell that clip better not get clipped tomorrow.
Shut up, baby. Take me out the dinner.
I better not get tagged and fucking just Ray saying swallow. Like, no, please.
Yo, you better hope Riverside don't make that shit a magic clip.
Yo, Riverside,
Oh,
please.
that's hilarious.
Oh,
Going on Bad Blood.
Yo, Bad Blood, what's going
Hello,
on?
Bad blood. Ray just said he swallows.
No, I just said, oh, God. It doesn't sound better what I was about to say. I'm just going to shut up now. Holy shit.
What was I going to
Wish
say?
you gave me that $5 now, didn't you?
I am fucking deceased right now. So
Oh,
I end up getting
fuck.
a message, right? And like it's an admirer, right?
Mhm.
And
Oh,
I'm just posting things on my stories.
yep.
And somebody had asked me if I guess I'm going to Vegas for, WrestleMania. I'm like, no, sadly not, whatever. And then like, I'll miss you. And I'm like, I don't know. I just find that to be weird.
Yeah.
Because they confessed that was me. I'll miss you. And I'm like, because I'm not going to Vegas. Like, even if I were to go to Vegas, you'll still not
Won't
see
see.
me.
Yeah.
I'm like John Cena. You won't be able to see me. I don't know. I find that to be so weird.
Yeah. Because you're going to WrestleMania with 100,000 people. Not like
Yeah.
you're not going to one of the shows on Saturday where there's like maybe 50, 60 people. Your red hair sticks out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I find that to be so weird.
yeah, that sounds a little
I'm
uncomfortable.
very happy that a lot of sometimes weird messages just go straight into like my request things, and I was like, "The fuck is this? Oh, that was me. I'll miss you." And I'm like, I don't even know you.
I was gonna say, do you even know the person? That's the worst.
I don't
part.
even know you.
Also, guys,
Yeah, 'cause
why
if
is everyone at
if
the
that
game
person knew Gigi, they wouldn't be messaging her that.
I was
So
gonna say,
weird.
shit.
Like, we had a
It's
class
it says
trip,
that I'm
Gigi, and you're not going.
Is that I'm following the account, right? Because I follow a lot of cosplayers, action figures, all this other stuff and everything. Like, it doesn't mean that I pay attention.
Yeah.
That's terrible. But I don't, and it's just, when my algorithm just shows me other things than, other people's pages, I don't realize who I'm following. So I was like, that was just really odd to me. This wrestling universe is very weird, y'all.
You had a ninja try to holler at you. You had special needs people trying to holler at you. Not saying that
That's bad.
it was a special situation.
No.
And then now you got people that think that you going on a
I do have
summer camp trip to
Listen,
WrestleMania.
summer camp trip would be SummerSlam, nigga.
But yo, he made it seem like you're not going to WrestleMania this year. Oh man, I'm gonna miss you with the rest of the class. Like that's what I got from it. Like,
yeah, it's
what?
like,
Was there a group of y'all going?
I was like, okay.
Were you
Yeah, group of y'all
supposed to
niggas
go,
going?
Gigi? Is that the point? Like, were you like?
Yeah.
Did you not tell us you were out to Vegas? Gigi was like,
Oh man,
damn.
man was like, I'll
okay.
give you $5 for that trip. Shit.
I got you the $5, Gigi.
Word. Yeah, if Bad Blood ain't the one hit me up in the chat, but who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Mad people be sending me shit, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? I follow him since when? Oh, Ray follows me. All right, no wonder.
No, don't you?
If one of y'all follow people, I'll be like,
And then that's
No,
always it, right?
no,
We have
no,
to listen who the mutual followers are.
Yep.
It's like,
Yo, that's the fucked up thing. I started learning I can't use that as a thing because sometimes I'll just follow people back because it's like, yeah, like they should be cool, and then you start looking at it, it's like, oh, probably shouldn't have followed you. Now it's too late.
Oh no, I mean,
It's never too late.
yeah.
It's
Yo,
never too late to hit that unfollow button.
Now,
Yeah.
you know what it is? Now I'm looking at it like, oh, this person could possibly buy a ticket for respect. We need to sell out these tickets. Because
You're
Fuck
going
it, they don't need to
sell out
follow you.
tickets.
They can go to the website. They don't need to follow you.
still, I got to be nice and be like, yeah, come through,
Yeah.
buy the ticket.
You don't
Once
gotta
you
be
got
nice.
your money, then it is what it is.
Listen, most people like to be yelled at.
Like, we gotta try
Yo,
to.
I got tagged in a post.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that is bad. So I checked to see her page. I'm like, I'm following her? Since when? And then I'm like, wait, who is this person? And I'm like, oh, okay, Gigi follows her. All right, I'm not a stalker. I don't know what happened here. Cause if y'all ain't following the person, I think they're fake.
Yeah, that's what I start to look at. I'm like, I start to look at that when it's like someone follows me. I'm like, wait, what kind of post do you got? This kind of looks kind of fake. Let's see who else follows you. Okay. And even then, I'm like, this might still be a bot account. Because also, just a thing. Because I know people watch us on Facebook and all that too. Stop accepting the bots. Like, that's one of the things I hate when I get like friend requests on Facebook, and I'm just like, why the fuck does it say like 50 mutual friends and I know it's a fake account?
Because the picture
come on.
is a bad chick.
But it's like, bro, you could tell when it's like the link that it's like something else that it's like, come on. And then they'll say it's like it's a wrestler's page, and I'm just like, this isn't the person.
You know what I like doing? Like 90% of the time, it's the same Asian woman. They send me the same picture of the Asian woman. So I like talking. I'm like, oh, it's you. We lost contact. Blah blah blah. And then I was like, but I was in love with you. We were supposed to get married. You don't remember? We made plans, and you stood me up, and I was supposed to meet you in Mexico. You wanted a green card, and they're like, what? Like, yeah. Remember that whole thing? My brother got kidnapped during that trip.
Oh.
I like fucking with him. One person was like, I'm sorry. I texted the wrong number. I said, oh, you speak English now, huh, bitch? Perfect fucking grammar.
Oh, man.
Weird.
Word.
Anyway, what happened on wrestling? What happened? Anything happened on WWE?
WWE had a promo with WWE, and WWE did the thing, but John Cena and Cody Rhodes promo on Monday Night Raw. I know Ray wants to talk about that shit so badly.
But because it's a good promo. Like, unfortunately, Monday I was barely here due to calls.
We noticed.
I'm sorry. I got a lot of calls on Monday.
You hear this shit, Bad Blood? During our show, he wants to take calls. He blocks his baby mama until 8 to 10:30 at night on Mondays.
Hey, it was business calls. We were trying to arrange some stuff.
He was trying to get some business in there. You know what I'm saying?
No, that was not the business I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
We had to adjust some things because, unfortunately, more than likely over the weekend, I have to announce some unfortunate things about respect. But it's okay. We're working on some adjustments to still make it an amazing first show. So yeah, that's why I had to have some business calls because some things happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm just waiting for the graphic to be able to post and make said announcement. Some unfortunate news. So yeah,
man, you gonna keep it graphic? You ain't even turning PG. Shit.
So back to the promo that I thought was great, and that's how you sell a WrestleMania match right there. So Gigi, what did you think of the promo between John Cena and Cody Rhodes?
I thought it was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love that as Toe would basically say that he has a problem when Cody's like cursing. I don't feel like Cody
that one was called for. He used that curse properly.
Okay. All right. We're not talking about Minecraft, Hassan. Different broadcast. Go somewhere else.
That's for Tuesday. That's Tuesday podcast.
For Thursday.
We'll probably give some thoughts on it eventually once we see the news and reactions to it.
But no, John Cena, the fact that he delivered one hell of a line. And it was, I make a billionaire company, for billionaires, and you just take money from their kids. That jab basically to Cody Rhodes, basically to Tony Khan, was a great line. that John Cena used. It was a great like little puya. And the way that Cody Rhodes just called John Cena a piece of shit, that they just had a good promo. It felt a little bit more serious. It wasn't just to pander out to the crowd, even though they did, and rightfully so, because I think that was the last time they were going to be in Europe and everything like that. So they're just like really kind of taking it in. Yeah, man, that whole promo was great. It was a great way for us to kick off Monday Night Raw. And I'm looking more forward now to that match than before. We're adding on to this match, and I'm looking forward to it.
That was definitely the best way, if this is possibly the last time they're going to interact before Mania. I think that works. Like, I like that they kept teasing, oh, are they going to have the actual are they going to be physical at all? And that little bit was like, that's all we needed. They don't need the brawl. They don't need the, oh, let's do, like, no. Let's save them actually going at it for the match itself.
Oh, all right. That was Cody's shining moment.
Mm-hmm.
One of the few people to go ball for ball with Cena. The only thing is, for me, that was one of the first times Cena lied. With that line, you only take billionaires' money. Because, Tony Khan financed AEW.
Yeah.
But when Cody was there, that's when they were at the top of their game. When he left, they kind of fell off dramatically for a while, and then now they're getting their shit back together. If they would have failed, that would have hit hard. To me, because he was so successful at AEW, when he made that lineup, it was in my head. I was like, "Are you talking about Stephanie?"
What?
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even equate him taking Khan's money.
So I think the best point of it is because if you think about it, because both left. Like, Zeno went to Hollywood, Cody left AEW for his reasons. When Zena left, like, even you could say it, like, WWE stayed afloat. Might have gotten better. Who knows? But when it comes to Cody leaving AEW at the time, it lost for a bit lost its heart and soul.
It did.
Like, it needed to regroup for a bit.
Cody was the glue for AEW in a lot of ways. He was definitely the glue for AEW. And you have to think about it. He was the glue, especially when Brody Lee died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that truly impacted the whole entire locker room and that company in a different way that company was not ready for that to happen.
Yeah. Well, let's not forget, like, after he left, it wasn't too long that all these scandals started coming out.
Right.
The altercations in the back and all this and that. So I think that's where the line is, like, oh, you just took the money and ran. Like, that was kind of I feel like what the gist of the line was supposed to be. It still works, though. Like, it gives that, because it gives Cody that moment of, okay, if we want to start talking about that, and then he can go into his lines, which I love that it's like, you can't even name the guy that picked you.
Because we can't talk about that anymore. We're not allowed to speak about that here. That was great.
Yeah.
That was great that Cody said.
Yeah, that was cool.
When he was going off, that whole, I'm this, I'm that, and you act like you cleaned your room when you left, him out, that whole thing, Cap was like, he saw Dusty in that promo.
Yeah.
And that's one of the few times you actually see, like, this is almost him being cathartic.
Well, he has to, because a lot of that promo, as much as it's a promo, it's real life. It's art imitating life in that point. Like, you have to give that style, because I can imagine Zena's talking to him in the back. It's like, yo, say what you actually think. Just let's go and bring that up, because it's modern day Flair versus Dusty in that promo.
Yeah, but
because that's what you needed.
So you see how I said that Cody stood his ground with Cena, one of the very few men to do it.
Yeah,
Punk did it. Cody did it, and maybe you could say the Tribal Chief
Yeah,
Roman did it.
Once Roman
But
was
the
tribal chief, yeah, he was able to. Once
that's because the foundation of the man is strong.
Yeah.
When the foundation of the man is strong, you can't teeter him. And Cody just proved he's like, I left because I was more than what the fuck these guys were making me. And he showed I am. It was almost like him going to AEW and traveling the world was kind of like LeBron going to the Heat.
Yeah. He
He needed to grow up.
Yeah,
he needed to grow up and show everybody that he's a man now. And he's basically like, yo, bro, I left and became the replacement for you.
Yep.
And you're mad about it. And he's showing that he could be John Cena's replacement.
Yep. Which is the crazy thing, because it's like,
damn. See that I knew Gigi hated Cena. The minute I said something good about Cody, she leaves.
Yo, that was too funny. It works so well though. Like, I love that. That moment is what we needed, because that gives it. It gives that moment of like, you know what? Hey, even if it goes the way we think, possibly, if Cody does end up losing, it made the match feel like it's anyone's game at that point. Like, it's not the Austin Theory that it's like, no, Cena just killed him.
Word.
But you know, that crossroad at the end. Now, this is me being somebody who's been watching wrestling for 37 years.
Yeah.
That promo was like, okay, Cena, maybe Cody could win this. Maybe that crossroad was like, nah, he lost. Because it killed Cena. Cena didn't move after that. I was like, you're overselling this shit, Cena.
Well,
you're overselling this. This is like the go home show shit. Hold up. So are you foreshadowing something here? Like, what's going on here?
So okay, it's the fucked up thing, because it's like, it's the cliche. It's the wrestling trope of whoever gets that last hit probably's losing.
Yeah.
But Cody needed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Xena's the dastardly heel right now. Xena, let's be real. The character John Cena is playing right now is a crying bitch. Like, that's supposed to be the character. Like, he's supposed to be like, remember how Brett was when Brett was complaining about everything? That's supposed to be this, because it's supposed to be, oh, you're supposed to have that sympathy for me because this is all of your faults. Like, he isn't the one that's supposed to be the aggressor almost. He's the one who's acting for this. So him getting hit with that, it's like, yeah, Cody's supposed to be the one that's like, nope, I'm taking you out now because it's on site, you know?
But there's sometimes when I'm looking at Cena and you see in his face, like, this is almost a little bit out of his range. Like, he's not really believing the shit he's saying because he doesn't want to be saying this.
I don't know if it's not that he doesn't believe it. I think it's he's not comfortable in this. Like, this, remember, if for the last, 14, 15 years, he was always the good guy. He was always the guy that's like, the kids are looking up to. He's doing this way. He's doing everything by the book.
Mm-hmm.
And then you now have to say it like this. It's almost like, how do I make this sound organic?
No, but when he started off with, do people say I bury people?
Yeah.
I don't bury talent. I am talent. That seemed like someone said that for, like, that was like, no, that's a good idea. I'm going to use that. He's like, well, I'm going to bury you, Cody. And it's like in his head, like, I kind of feel like he's struggling with the fact that I'm not trying to bury these niggas. They just can't stand on this level. And now I have to admit that I've been burying people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's one of those, he's contradicting what he actually stands for as a wrestler. And I think it's fucking with him a little bit.
And I think that's supposed to me, that's perfect. Because I feel like he shouldn't believe what he's saying. And like, he shouldn't believe what he's saying. Because this whole time, he's been preaching the opposite. He's been saying the opposite. And for him to say that line, as much as we're like, yo, that's a dope line. Even though, again, that's what everyone's been saying for the last, 2 decades. People have been saying Xena's been burying talent. So for him to say it, no, I didn't bury talent. I buried fucking mediocrity. Like, it works. You can tell Xena's conflicted by it because it's just like, I don't know if I would say that. Like, John Cena, the babyface, John Cena, hustle, loyalty, respect. I don't think he wouldn't say that.
I don't think he would have said that in front of everyone.
Yeah. Like, But it works though. I love the line because it's just like, cool. Everyone said he was burying people. There you go. Like,
now, I kind of wish that they would, like, the first interaction between Cody and Cena, after Cena beat the shit out of Cody.
Yeah.
I wish there would have been at least security around him, so he couldn't touch him. Because remember, that Friday, he beat up The Miz because The Miz said something. Like, The Miz had nothing to do with anything, and he just beat him up because he's like, I want you on my show. And then the man that kicked your ass, you just standing there. Like,
yeah.
I kind of wish there would have been something to the point of, like, he had to be like, no, don't worry. I'm not going to touch this man. I'm going to get him at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that should have been part of it too. Like, almost have the, their contract states they can't touch type deal. Something.
Yeah.
Because for them to do it for 3 weeks and no contact is just like, when is it going to happen?
Yeah.
But it did mean more this week when it finally happened, though.
Yeah. Trying to remember what else is happening. So, okay. Gunther beat the living shit out of you. Go ahead, G.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that. We had Gunther Redface.
Yeah.
As he was covered all in Jimmy's blood. Right. As I was going to say, he handcuffed him, but he didn't handcuff him. He
zip-tied him.
Zip-tied him.
Yeah. Which I think it's more annoying, but I don't know. Zip ties. We're zip tying people. And I'm also wondering why we didn't try to super kick him, since, super kicks are our thing. At least if he tried to super kick him, he could have, like, slapped his foot down and, like, hit him again. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just thinking what Jay could have done besides try to swing his arms when he knows that his legs are a lot longer. They have a farther reach. But I understood the story. I loved it. I'm here for it. We all low-key kind of saw it was going to happen after he slapped the shit out of Gunther. So we knew the ass beating was coming. But we did not expect was this much blood, though, coming from Jimmy Uso. That was a bit much from Uso.
I definitely didn't think we were going to get the bloodbath. I said, like, he has to take him out, which, hey, this worked because it adds to the visual. Like, Jimmy just gushing.
He
was like,
imagine that promo video now, WrestleMania.
Oh, man. Like, that right there.
Gunther full of blood.
Bro.
No,
like,
Gunther doing this. This shit had me laughing. We've seen so many wrestlers take the blood, put it across their chest, put it across their face, fucking drinking blood. We've seen it all. This man did this. Like, bro.
the actual reaction.
Like, I'm committed. I take that back.
He's like, fuck that.
It's like, nah. This, you know what? No. You know what? Just for that.
Yo,
just hit him with that. Like,
but I was like, pero qué fue eso? Like, what was that? He's like, no, I didn't like that. Like,
it works so well.
How dare you not want royalty in your blood?
Oh my god, that was so great.
He was like, muy salado. Let's fix that.
That works so great.
That was great. Another thing I was gonna mention: Bianca, Rhea, Io, the main event. First and foremost, Bianca, amazing referee gear made by her.
That's got to be normal ring gear.
She's so talented. Like we said, you want Little Nate to come out in that?
Yeah. Run down that fucking ramp.
I was gonna say, the one match I did get to watch for y'all is I remember saying that. It's like, okay, cool. Now we need to get Little Nate to dress just like that.
That's it, Little Nate.
The boots and everything.
Oh man, so we're getting that triple threat.
So
Can we agree because of that? Like, we have to get that triple threat match.
Oh, absolutely. And Bianca Belair taking that riptide from the middle rope and doing that split, like selling the shit out of it. That was so good.
Yeah. Bianca flipped the switch.
Yeah.
The minute she won that, the minute Naomi got her ass kicked in that chamber match, she flipped the switch and changed her whole character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instantly. And it's almost like she wasn't a part of no tag team a couple months ago. This bitch, she's been a part of this whole world championship since forever. Like, she should have been the champion, and they should have been challenging her the way she's acting.
Yeah, it didn't feel out of place. Like, it felt like the attitude it makes it work.
Word.
Like,
we got the NXT Bianca, but with the WWE build, because she's a lot more vascular now, a little bit more brolic too. Shit, so, but yeah, nah. And then the only thing
she has a bit more sass to her attitude now.
Yes.
She's no more, I'm just gonna be smiling and doing my thing. No, she's more like, I'm gonna snuff you now. Get the fuck out of my way.
Word.
Vibe. Shorty coming in with her girls. She about here for her business.
Word. There was some moments in that match though with Rhea and Io. I was like, oh, what this don't look that good. Like, they were a little off at certain times doing their moves.
Yeah. We said that too. Like, throughout the match, it seems as though there was some times where Io was kind of missing her footing. It didn't. I don't want to say it looked like it was dead weight, but there was some moves where it was like, oh, a quick adjustment.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure why it looked like that a lot, but at the end of the day, it still delivered. It still told the story. Io was still able to hit her moonsault outside of the ring. Bianca did her thing. Rhea también. You know, we're also getting more story between Liv Morgan and Finn Balor, right? We're getting more of the Judgment Day. That's another storyline that was pretty good. I'm just trying to I'm running all through it. The only reason why I'm bringing up Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day is because I said Rhea Ripley, and it automatically made me think about the Judgment Day.
It kind of made me think about the interview that Raquel did.
I have not seen that interview fully, so I cannot give my 2 senses in this. But I'm sure it was an amazing interview.
But the part that stood out for me was when the one that you put on your story, where she was talking about her condition that she had.
She has the skin. Yeah, that was so sad. Like that shit made me cry.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck. Like she was like, I'm so sorry, I'm getting emotional. Like, oh, Dita. Damn, girl, you gonna have us emotional.
Was y'all following her when she was going through that stuff? Because I know TikTok, she made a bunch of. I was watching it. I was like, damn, like she's going through it. Like that was emotional damage that was going through her shit too.
And it's still there because it's like, unfortunately, even how she explained it, it sounds like it's ever changing. Like it's when you have skin conditions like that, it never goes away fully. Like shit, dealing with the severity of eczema I got, bro, sometimes I don't know what the fuck triggers it at this point. Like, there's times I want to scratch out basically my skin until I'm bleeding. Like, it's shit like that. And for her, that's like, I don't think there really is a full treatment in a sense. Yeah. It's just like, almost like she's allergic to anything at that point.
Bro, my mother had psoriasis. And that would hit her bad, especially when she was mad.
Yeah.
So, you know, I see how that shit affects people.
Yeah.
So,
and then imagine her where majority of her profession is being looked at and judged on what you do and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's looking in the mirror and she can't recognize herself. Like, damn.
Nope.
That again takes a toll, mental, physical, you know, just all the above. It takes a toll on the body, a toll on the mind, a toll on the self-confidence. And it's like, in a way, you have to rebuild yourself back up to that confidence and being like, you know what, it's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Boom. We got through the worst. Now let's maintain. You know, so hey man, kudos to her for still like dealing with that and being able to talk about it and being brave to still come out and still being able, like, still dealing with that. You know, up to this day, she was still dealing with that.
Right.
So, but yeah, man. Hold on.
I know you want to talk about the Judgment Day.
Yeah. No, I'm also just kind of pulling up the AEW card as well. Boom.
Yeah,
I don't know how many matches it's supposed to be.
Oh, it
So I
has
just
about like
they added like 2
150.
more. So right now they're at 8 matches.
Wait, one,
They just
two,
did 2
three,
more.
4,
They added 2
5,
more to the card.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9
Wow,
matches.
then I got 6 on this list.
4,
Let me get another.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. Okay.
Wait, which one am I missing?
So I'm just gonna go over the matches from bottom
Okay.
to top. All right, really quickly. We got
Okay.
the women's Owen Hart Cup tournament first round match with Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart.
Yep.
The men's Owen Hart Cup tournament first match will be with Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight.
Yep.
Then we have the ROH World Championship mask.
So it's title versus match.
Okay.
That one was just added tonight. It's Jericho and Bandito.
That happened tonight.
Apparently
They made the match tonight.
They made it official tonight.
Oh, got it.
Wait. What show's on tonight?
I don't know.
Is-
They
was
just
it
made it
ROH?
official tonight though on their Twitter.
Oh, okay. all right.
Okay. That's why I was.
Because that's when I was like, wait, when the fuck
so
did they have
I
a show on Thursday?
So I think that's what happened. So number 9 was Jericho and Bandito. So 'cause
Yeah.
everything else is AEW TNT Championship, no time limit, no outside interference between Daniel Garcia and Adam Cole, baby. All right. AEW World Tag Team Championship match, the Hurt Syndicate versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. AEW World Trios Championship, Death Riders versus Rated FTR. AEW Women's World Championship match, Toni Storm versus Megan Bayne. AEW International Championship match, Kenny Omega versus Mike Bailey versus Ricochet, which is, that sounds good. And last but not least, AEW World Championship match, Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland. Wow.
Yep.
I need water. That was a lot. You know what? I take it back. I don't need water. We saw the video about water. Water does damage to your body. We're drowning ourselves. We can't be doing that. So therefore, I'm going to have to be drinking some Jameson.
I'm telling you, alcohol helps.
Damn it, Gigi, don't join that
Disinfectant.
movement.
Listen, he made sense. The man made sense in the video. He's right. We drown. We're drowning ourselves.
People have died
in
in water.
order for me to balance myself, I need to dehydrate myself a little bit, right? To kill all of those things and then rehydrate myself with, a balance of Jameson and water. Not, a combination of the two, but that's disgusting. First the Jameson and then another Jameson and then a water. And then another Jameson. Yeah.
Oh. Do Stone Cold right.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm going to get that Jameson.
Word. All right.
Thursday night. Wrestling with knuckleheads.
Word. Can't hold anything back now.
Absolutely not. Hell no. We'll get this
Shit. What's next, Ray? You gonna want us to sell our kidneys?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. You think? Because I guess we're gonna talk about the Judgment Day when Gigi comes back, but I'm thinking that they're looking at a triple threat match with Penta, Finn, and Braun Breaker WrestleMania.
I think we might get a 4-way. I think Dom's going to be in that match.
You think like Dom's gonna?
We get the full crack there of the Judgment Day, but also a way you can get Penta the IC title win. Because I feel like
And the
Penta
Demon
ends up
match.
winning the IC title.
I kind of feel that also.
Debuts tomorrow. So that's gonna be dope.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I know on Monday we were talking about well, me and Gigi was talking about who was first person, and I think it's gonna be Carmelo Hayes.
I think I like, and it's funny because I said it over the weekend because my cousin was asking me who do you put him up against then, and now the rumor is it's Andrade, so we might end up getting Rey Fenix versus Andrade for a little bit, which I don't
Ooh,
mind. I feel like that would be dope for a first
that'd be
feud.
cool.
So there you
They
go.
go good together.
So Ray has this theory that it's gonna be a fatal 4-way match
For the
at
IC title.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
For the IC title. What's going on, DJ?
Hey,
Just in time.
what's up, DJ?
Whoa.
Just in time to hear Ray's delusional claim of WrestleMania. Nah. He thinks it's gonna be a 4-way title. 4-way match for the Intercontinental title.
I was about to say it's going to be 6 triple threat matches, and
Yep. He
That's
thinks
how I was looking.
Don't
How do you
forget about
have
the Battle
two, like,
Royal.
he thinks that it's gonna be Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus John Cena for the Intercontinental title, and
No,
John
that's not
Cena's
what I
gonna be the first man to win the Intercontinental title and the WWE title.
No, that's not what I said.
Nah.
so that he has that one more run with all of the titles.
Just win everything. Like
And he
still hasn't won
officially
the
becomes a
Intercontinental
Grand
title.
Slam champion.
Yeah, you got to beat Flair's record, become the Grand. No, that's not what I said. I said for the IC title, we're gonna get Braun Breaker defending against Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Penta.
All right, so before I get into that, let me thank you for shaving off that porn star mustache.
Word.
You look great.
Word.
Okay.
The amount of shit I got for that mustache over the weekend, they were like, "Oh, cool, you did shave it off." I'm like,
So that so that
It
should
was
tell you
a
something, Ray.
"Yeah." It was
you don't
between
need a
my
mustache.
cousins.
It wasn't good, bro.
Apparently, I need to shave the mustache, and before I take these pictures, I post to fucking put chapstick. I was like, "Fuck all of y'all."
It be like that sometimes,
You,
Ray.
you're a little chap, Ray.
Listen, we
Apparently.
understand how much you.
Well, I mean,
you were
you know, with
holding
them
on to
lips planted
everyone
on John
in there.
Cena's ass. I mean, that's
Oh.
probably what happened.
Ooh, he said it, not me, Ray.
That's what I was
No, we were all
surprised.
nah,
I
just
thought
like-
Oh man!
this would be
Hey,
a toe
is that the
statement.
doorbell ringing? I gotta go. My God, I gotta go.
Gigi, you don't leave me now. God damn.
Don't
You're
leave
leaving
me
me with
now.
some haters.
Oh, it was the wrong doorbell.
Thank
It was
you.
the wrong
It was the
doorbell.
wrong doorbell.
It was the one across the street that wouldn't stop ringing.
Yo, facts.
Yo,
Facts.
listen, I'm looking at that building now. Like, you better not start. You better not. That shit was going on the whole weekend. Since I
Yeah, no, let's not have that. Let's not have a repeat of that. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was.
please
Word.
don't. That was not cool. That was like, but I kept laughing and giggling every time I heard it. I was like, it's still going on.
Yo, that's crazy.
What?
That's
Does
crazy.
no one else hear this?
There's
I
no
know
one
someone
complaining.
hears
about
this. I'm not bugging. It's not just me.
You over here like, that,
I was
Word.
like, it's like,
is
either
that going
that
on in my
or,
head?
Yeah.
Or is,
or
like,
do
is
I
that real people?
Like,
do I
don't
smell
confuse
burnt
me.
toast? I mean,
I'm toasty, but is that can't be me? No, mine's
You did
not
not tell
lit
me.
up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Word, right?
You know what sucks? I actually have like the little fire alarm that
Mhm.
that has like the non-changeable battery, and you have to switch it out. Some weird dumb shit. I don't know, because I try opening it up and I can't open it up to find the battery. It's some shit that the building has to order in order for me to get it.
Mm.
It is the
Crazy.
most and it's been beeping. It's dying on me, so the battery is dying, and I'm still waiting for them to fix it.
And that beep is annoying too.
Oh
Very.
yeah, so
just
I took
fucking-
it down and I shoved it into like, like somewhere where I won't hear, like in between like sheets, bed sheets and something like that, because I'm not hearing a loud as pitch throughout my crib.
Word.
Absolutely not. We are not doing that.
You should have
I
threw it
know-
out the
I know-
window
I know what-
when that other
I
shit
know
was
what's
going.
smoking in my apartment. I know exactly what's smoking in my apartment.
Exactly.
It ain't that type of fire.
For real. All right, before we go on, DJ,
Yo.
we all gave our opinions on the Cody Rhodes, John Cena promo.
Yes.
And we want to hear your opinion on it.
B Rabbit versus. Man, that's what it felt like, man. Like they were just. I felt anyway like they just let them throw any kind of pre-written anything out of the room and said, okay, we're just gonna go off the hip here, and we both know how to sell main events. We know what the story is. Let's do it. Like let's just go for it. And that's what it felt like. Like they really went out there and said some stuff that might have, also been on their chest for a minute. Which for us as the audience makes it even more better. Like it's like, okay, I feel a little realism in this. And that's how you sell these matches that, you probably didn't know you wanted before Mania season came. And then now all of a sudden, here's a match that people are looking like, I want to see what happens now. And I just it's just the ending of it though. I didn't need to see like somebody laid out with the other one standing over him. I don't need that every promo battle. Like it can be, them with a face like nose to nose. It could be a bunch of officials have to come out and break them up. But I don't need to see somebody laid out. Like that's the only thing I didn't like about it.
And it made it seem like Cena was going to win.
Exactly.
Ray hated the promo.
Well, damn, Ray.
He said the minute Cena's mouth opened, it was over.
Because you know how much Ray hates Cena.
I mean, he can't stand Cena.
He can't stand
him. Especially now that he's heel.
Right.
He felt
Ray
like
said he feels like that little kid.
Yep. That's it. See? Boom.
They got betrayed.
Word. After he just unfinished buying that shirt.
Right. And then
I'm
he
mad
told you
I
to
didn't buy
stick
a shirt before Mania. I'm just like, damn.
That dad was pissed. I stood in line for an hour to get that fucking shirt, and then Cena gonna say some shit.
Yeah.
Even though
Cena's
that shit was $50.
Go up there and tell all the kids to stick it.
The fact that the kids
stick
came
it,
out of hiding, I would say, and said,
Hey,
I didn't think he was going to shout me out, but I still love John Cena. I still support him. And I'm just like, you're exactly the reason why John Cena turned heel. This is why. Fucking child. Look at Raymond. That was you. That's you. That child is you.
That was you. And you know you're in trouble when she calls you Raymond.
I know, yeah. That's it. My full name, I'm done. That's it.
Yo, Leon wants to know why you got mad at him when he gave his opinion, but not at RJ. Oh wait, how many J's are you giving this motherfucker? It's DJ, like wicked.
Yo, he's called DJ, RJ. Yo,
the R is pretty close to the D on the keyboard there. That's all. People are allowed to make mistakes. It's okay.
He called you DJ, then RJ. He about to call you AJ, like Mr. Styles. What did you really think of this? DJ.
Damn, and then the next line,
Leon,
TJ,
how do you make it again? It's DJ, not TJ.
Yeah.
Man, that's Tijuana. Like, I've been there a couple times, but that's not my name.
Hey, I don't know if
there you go.
His name is actually on his side of the screen.
Yeah, it says it right there. Like
it's there.
It's very large. How it says it right there.
Training.
You had a couple of these, Leon. It's all right. You're still in the neighborhood, I guess.
Purposes, okay.
Yeah.
So
as long as you're not driving, you're all right.
For real.
Leon, are you on the way to Tijuana? Is that why you keep mentioning TJ? Oh man,
she beats us, Leon. So don't.
So did we have the same opinion, Leon? Is that what you're saying? And
I'm not even.
and Gigi jumped on you.
Sorry.
We don't even remember what she was mad at you about. If she was mad at you about something.
How Gigi get
Too
mad
busy yelling at me
for giving my opinion last week? Because I can get mad at anybody.
Gigi got mad at me because I asked Ray for $5.
That is not why she got mad at you.
I think she got mad at me for the fantasy tournament when we eliminated some.
Word.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck you. You deserve that. Fuck all of you. Matter of fact, hold on, let me get back on here real quick. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you over there. Fuck you down here. Fuck, I don't know where you at. Fuck all y'all.
Wait, why me? I didn't do nothing.
All of you motherfuckers.
You eliminated
did
Shawn
double
Michaels.
elimination. You know what? No, we're not. You know, I am at peace with God right now. Okay, you will not do this to me. Okay, we're only on Thursday. Do not try me. I'm trying to be a good woman for Lent.
Lent started like 2 weeks ago.
Oh man. Okay,
Just
so
because I didn't
Leon,
tell you the beginning of my journey doesn't mean I'm in the middle of my journey, Raymond.
she's still a work in progress.
Exactly.
Like, wait a second. The timetable here.
When Leon says he didn't like the Cena gimmick, that's what you were.
Okay, Leon.
Got jumped on last time.
Fuck you, Leon.
There you go.
You almost made me cut this shit uneven. Can't believe y'all. I did cut this shit uneven. Oh shit. I believe y'all niggas just did that to me. That's wrong. That's foul. You're right.
What did we do now?
Y'all got me fucked up right now thinking about that double elimination. I'm trying to be a good woman here, a good spiritual woman. Man, damn, how the fuck did I do? Okay, got you. See, I must concentrate. This is why I'm off camera. Here, train, they gonna come get me so I can come get all y'all motherfuckers for doing that double elimination.
Yo, didn't it happen like months
ago?
If
folks that missed that episode, we're talking about a fantasy tournament, by the way.
Yeah. Like, I was picking names out of a hat.
We still got to do another one because we had to do the women version now. We only did the men.
True.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see if there's a website I can put the names in and it does it for us.
So much easier.
That would be easier,
Like a fantasy bracket.
Or we got the game now. It's about to just fucking
we can
put them all in the
put it
game.
on 2K. Yeah, we can probably do that.
Oh, and see who wins.
We're about to do that on 2K.
If 2K does a double elimination,
yeah, that'd be crazy.
I might run down the street with my swinging my shirt in the air. If that happens.
Shawn Michaels and Eddie Guerrero rematch, and they both get disqualified.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Are you really
It's gonna be just one definitive winner. No, both of these motherfuckers had to lose.
No, because we had a tie, so it's like, hey,
tie these nuts.
Gee, that doesn't sound like very nice language.
After what you were screaming earlier, DJ, he was like, swallow.
Because you wanted me to spit out my drinks. I was like, nope, fuck it. Oh shit. There goes Gigi not wanting to kill me again. But my hair is not even red and she still wants to kill me. Some bullshit.
Give me that $5.
No, enough with the fucking $5, bro.
We broke out here.
It's hard times, man.
You want lottery ticket? I got you with a lottery ticket.
Shit.
I
feel like I shouldn't be taking that lottery ticket.
Yeah, you can't walk down the street without playing the tariff nowadays.
Word. I watched what was that game? Hunger Games? No, not Hunger Games.
Squid Games?
Squid Games. I watched Squid Games season 2. I shouldn't be taking that lottery ticket.
Nah, don't take the bread.
Yeah, don't do that.
Take the bread. No, that was the whole point of that. That just shows you greed. Because motherfuckers can't just be content with one thing. It's like, nope, take the ticket. It's like, you could have had bread. You would have made more money.
But ain't that funny how I'm supposed to be the only one that's not greedy, but my bills is greedy. That credit card is fucking greedy. You gave me $10,000. I spent $10,000. You want 15 back? Fuck you.
Ain't it funny how economics?
I didn't just be a fucking bitch.
For real.
Economics is times is rough, but
I want to learn that math they got in the banks. You got a $1,500 credit limit. You spend $30. You owe me $800 now. Like what? What happened to the can of corn shit? I know about buying a can of corn. I don't know about this bank shit. Ooh, done fucked me up.
Bro, that's when they charge you, hey, this is the finder's fee. This is the double fee. This is state tax fee. This is the fee. This is the one more fee won't hurt you fee. Might as well give you another $1 fee.
The clean draws like for the manager fee. And
because you decided not to go paperless fee.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, I'm helping you not going paperless. You gonna charge me for it?
For real.
I'm questioning it. You get another fee.
Yo, Seamless be on something. Yo, let me just get this one thing for $10 and I'm spending $35 now. Like what?
No facts.
How the fuck is the delivery fee $2, the regular fee $2, and the tip is $3? That's $15 and I'm paying $30. What happened? Why did it double? All of a sudden?
You know what I don't get? I pay for that fucking Uber One shit. And the whole point is you're not supposed to pay for delivery and all that.
Yeah.
And somehow I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this extra $8 though? Like what am I paying for?
Because they had to charge you extra in fees, so that way
to balance
like,
out.
yo, the delivery's free, but you know, it took us extra time to order your shit. You know what I love? Spend another $2 and get this shit faster.
Yeah,
bitch, you just give it to me on the time that it was supposed to be at.
And then
exactly.
It's like 5 minutes of difference. That's it.
Yeah. It's supposed to be at $2.45. You want it at $2.43, spend another $3. Fuck you, I'll wait the 2 minutes.
Yeah. Sometimes it comes faster when you just leave it the normal price. It's just like why the fuck
you got that one delivery motherfucker just going around in circles? Like, give me my shit. Give me my shit.
Yo, you watch them and it's like, why the fuck did you make that left, you dumb motherfucker?
Yeah. And then magically they got 2 stops. What, they picked up 2 orders?
Where did they get these orders from?
Yeah. He went to Checkers and back. I don't want to see no fucking Taco Bell in his car.
Imagine the smell in that car. Jesus Christ.
Right?
Yo.
Shit. My drink got warm and my food got cold, you son of a bitch.
Soggy fries.
Yeah. And you get Checkers for their fries. You don't get Checkers for nothing else.
Nah, it's just for the fries.
Motherfucker. So even though they got the funnel fries now,
I saw that, yeah.
They're not bad.
Really?
They're not bad. Yeah.
But
they're not like the ones you get at the fair, but they're like fair. But they're right underneath.
I was gonna need to cut a foot off after I eat it though.
Nah, that's that Coney Island.
Something like that.
Yeah.
They
don't have money for real powder.
Nah,
not New York. Checkers isn't as prominent as in New York.
Yeah.
Here it's Rallies. Same thing, but it's Rallies.
I was gonna say it's the same company, ain't it? There you go. So should we start getting into these predictions so we don't forget about it? Like
I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like we did that last time. They were supposed to do a prediction show, and it's just like, hey, someone's
no.
gonna
You
win.
know what it was?
That was also another AEW.
The way they're promoting this, they weren't promoting the other one. That's why we didn't really fucking care.
Got you. This one I might actually buy because there's a lot of matches on this one that I'm like interested in watching. So I might buy Dynasty.
Is Xbox ending Game Pass?
Apparently, this is why I got PlayStation.
Well, okay.
PlayStation Plus.
Okay, so it's removing the Game Pass console plan, and its replacement will be the Game Pass Standard, as well as price increases for Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass.
Oh, so they're just doing what PlayStation already did to us because they increased that shit by.
Damn.
I just pay the year.
So now it's $15 for Game Pass Standard.
That sucks.
You know what's crazy? You're going to make me pay to play mad games, but then give me a system that can only hold 2 of them.
Yeah, they're doing the same shit to us. That's just like, you have to, minimum, in order to want to keep a few games on there, you have to buy the external hard drive.
Which costs just like the fucking Xbox.
Another system, yeah. It's like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, where are y'all buying your external hard drives from?
No, because the Xbox has a hard drive that plugs in the back of it.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, it's not like
the PlayStation. Like at $70, and I got 3 terabytes on this bad boy.
No, you could do that. Yeah. But you can't play the game off of it at the 120 hertz and all that other stuff.
Oh well, damn.
You have to buy a special hard drive that plugs in the back of it that goes through the PCI slot and all that other shit, and that's $250.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you can.
Like it's not like a regular external hard drive or anything like that because I have that for my Xbox One.
Mhm.
Like, I don't have the S series or the X series. I still have the Xbox One. So that's
They're gonna end up like
still
Sega anyway. They're gonna be like Sega. They're just gonna make games and then let their games be played on whatever. I think that's where it's gonna happen.
That's
with
what's
Xbox.
gonna turn out to eventually, because it's
just bring back the Dreamcast and we'll be alright.
Dreamcast was dope.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm watching, like, I'm on Reddit for some reason. Everybody's talking about the WWE game, and people are like, "Yo, the 2016 NBA WWE 2016 had the better graphics than 2025." Like, they showed the Undertaker from like 1990, and in 2016 he looked legit like the Undertaker, and now he looks like Undertaker with Down syndrome. Like, his forehead got bigger, his eyes were lower on his face.
So you know what it is? It's because they're molding the models just based off them older. Like, that's what it is. If they would have used the face scans they had of like from previous years, it probably would look better. Because they're using, you could tell, like, every model is just, they just scanned
That's
them
bringing
as
man
the older
again.
version, and then just adding their gear from that year. Because like all the John Cena's look older, and it's just like, why does the 2012 John Cena look the same as the modern day John Cena right now?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, we guys fucked this up pretty bad. Like, Macho Man, they didn't even try with him. Like, his hair is just all fucked up now. It's like,
it's like the fucking Warriors. Like, when the fuck did the Warrior have this big ass afro?
Yeah, it's just like,
no, they
my man had a soul glow afro, but
Elizabeth, they did so wrong with Elizabeth.
Yo, even Rakishi, like, if you see like the shirt they put on was like, yo, Rakishi was big, but why the fuck is my guy like?
Yeah,
it's like Rakishi was not that big. Like,
he was not Yokozuna.
No, that was like, bro.
Even the NBA 2K, like, somebody was playing like NBA 2K14, and you see Kobe doing his moves, and then you watch NBA 2K25, and it's like, what happened?
Yeah,
did you forget?
Now
like, did his moves die with him? Like, what happened?
Bro, legit, now they just made it so you could do the same fucking shit. Everyone's doing the fucking
furry slide.
Yeah, that's all they're doing, and that's because that's how these kids play it. So it's like, what's the point? Like,
but bro, that ruins the game for like the season mode. I like to play the career mode.
Yeah,
and then you have like a fantasy draft and GM mode where I got my own team with like Jordan and I got all the legends.
Right.
That's the way I like to play the game.
Yeah.
Right.
But when it gets to the point where it's like, yo, bro, everybody's the same fucking person.
No, that's how it feels like with WWE 2K. That's like, okay, a lot of this is just you made it so generic now.
Yeah.
That's like it ruins it. Like, I have not played Universe mode yet because I'm just like, I'm gonna get annoyed because it's just gonna look like the same person, just a different car.
I've been saying this for like maybe 5, 6, 7 years now. What they should do is you make a character. The next year, you're able to download that character into the new game.
Yep.
And it has your last year's career mode in this.
Yep.
And then it's the next year of your career.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then at one point you're like, yo, this guy's been doing this for 20 years. And, you know, he's about to go into the Hall of Fame. And then it's like, do you want to continue as an old timer and do some other shit? Or do you want to Hall of Fame and create a new character? I think, like, how hard can that be?
That's how, that's how it used to be with NCAA and Madden. It's the same thing. You could create a character in NCAA, have a whole career in NCAA, draft, and then you were able to save that draft class and then get that year's Madden. And then that draft class, you can draft yourself on your team, and then have that guy play a whole career, and then you had him for you had this created character for a whole career. That's how it used to be with Madden.
That's how it should be, though, because
NCAA.
it works out so smoother like that.
So
like,
it's not unheard of. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, because let's be honest, everybody who's buying this game had this game for years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait, Nia Jax is out?
I didn't know she was injured. Well then.
You think it will hurt the women's division? Because it goes, how long do y'all think Nia Jax will be out, and do y'all think it will hurt the women's division, especially on SmackDown?
I didn't know she was out, but
I don't think.
Yeah, Evolve is. I don't think Evolve is on there yet. Anyway,
Yeah, I could see it get added eventually.
So it says Nia Jax shuts down injury rumors with a blunt response. Nia Jax hasn't been seen on WWE television since her standout appearance at the Elimination Chambers, and fans have been speculating nonstop about where she's been and why. A recent report stirring things up even more by claiming she wasn't medically cleared to compete, but Jax has now responded directly to shut those rumors down. Nia Jax has not been cleared. They couldn't continue, yada, yada, yada. What's her fucking response? She first tweeted a post about the report with one word, false, and then she followed it up by responding to the fan directly. Where is this info coming from? I love that medical info is being shared with randoms, and no. So, apparently, the real question is, were you there? Were you there? Were you there? Excuse me, I keep forgetting. Were you there? No, you weren't there. So, So, no. The information is false. Queen Nia Jax will grace us. The thing is that why we don't see Nia Jax now is because we ain't got shit for her.
Yeah, but I said wait. Every wrestler can't wrestle at every single time. Like there are, yeah, it's ups and downs. Like I don't know why people don't understand this.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah,
Nia Jax has been putting in the work. She really has.
She has.
And if you guys haven't played WWE 2K25 or any WWE 2K games, with a faction, you have to rest your wrestlers so they don't get injured, so they don't get tired, so they don't burn the candles at both ends. It's good that she's not on TV right now, because it's not like they're not going to have plans for her. That right now, when it comes to a full stacked card for WrestleMania, there's no room for her.
Right.
Like, I wanted there to be room for Liv and fucking Liv, Raquel, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross. I wanted that to happen for WrestleMania. We're not going to get that. We're not going to get that. We'll probably get that, or an idea of it, maybe, hopefully, the SmackDown after Mania, because it'd be a fresh new story. And yeah, we move forward. But we're not here for WrestleMania. We are here for the 8-hour spectacular that is AEW.
I was about to say, they just added another match.
Yo, wow.
Wait, did they? For real?
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe will be happening, a part of the Owen Hart.
For the Owen Hart, you mean? Because you know what's so funny? I actually had that. Where is it? Hold on. I legit had like a whole thing written out for this shit. Oh, right. I put it here.
Tony Khan is just tweeting out more matches, just like, God damn. Like,
is he trying to put every first match from the Owen Hart tournament?
Apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case and scenario, then we'll also have Brody King versus Takeshita, and possibly Hangman Adam Page versus a wild card for the first round of matches.
AKA Josh Alexander.
Yes.
Way to ruin it. Way to ruin it.
Way to ruin it.
So was looking forward to this surprise debut. Yep. We couldn't wait. Like,
fucking Hangman was gonna wrestle the surprise.
Who did you think the surprise was gonna be, Toe?
Sting. It's always Sting.
Sting can't do it. Sting has to stay away for AEW because Sting has to come back to WWE for a bit in the next coming week. So we got to give the media, you know what I mean? It's sharing is caring with Sting right now. It's Mania season. Lex Luger's going in. That's the only reason. All right, so that's why Sting is not showing up. Because right now,
then it's the Great Muta.
Listen,
he owes Sting a favor.
I can't wait for this announcement.
Be the jumping Bonning.
we know Toe's about to just keep answering its Sting when I make this post this week. 'Cause- oh fuck! Let's get into this card.
It's not Algo Montoya, man, of war. I tell you that shit. You ain't got the money for him. You ain't got that type of money, Ray.
But I apparently have Sting money.
Listen, Sting's born again.
And Goldberg money, from what we heard.
And Goldberg money, apparently.
Word.
And my flight ticket.
And the flight.
Yep.
Nah,
And
DJ, we
hotel
can't do that.
stay.
We get both of them.
Yep, the Marriott.
And we have to get the special table from the Edge and Mick Foley match, the one that Lita lit on fire. We have to get that same table, so that's a little bit more expensive because it's vintage, and that's going to be the table that we're going to put you through.
Yeah, and we might be able to get Lita too if you cough up a little bit more dough, Ray. Stop being cheap.
No.
Get Lita to light that shit on fire.
Hey! I'm cosplaying here. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, so
way to ruin it, Ray. Way to ruin it.
We got some cosplayers coming through. We're on a budget.
It is my birthday, Ray.
We can't actually afford.
It is his birthday, Ray.
Gotta get to. Yeah. So
before we get into predictions, because we still got a little bit more. So how are y'all feeling about everybody saying CM Punk finally gets the main event, night 2 of a 7-night extravaganza? They're throwing his words back in his
I know he's the night 1 main event.
He's the
So
night 1.
he gets to open the. Yeah, he's night 1.
Close night 1.
Yeah,
but like they're throwing that comment back in his face when he said it to MJ. Remember when he said it to MJF?
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, it's not a main event. It's a WrestleMania main event.
It should have been.
To be honest with you, when they throw that shit back in his face, I'm like, it doesn't hold much weight because he was saying fuck Vince when he said that.
Yeah, Vince ain't here no more.
Vince ain't here no more. This is a totally different company. In my eyes, this is a totally different company.
It's absolutely a totally different company.
And again, it's still WrestleMania. Like being night 1 main event, being night 2 main event, you're in the main event of WrestleMania.
Right.
Like
something Jay will never be able to.
His time will come eventually.
He might have to win the Royal Rumble.
I'm
DJ.
sorry, that one irritates me. No, that the concept of, and you know what it bothers me. What bothers me a lot is a lot of people that said it never said that when someone who wins the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they gotta stop promoting it like that because they keep promoting it as the winner gets a main event. It hasn't happened a lot.
Yeah,
like there's been a lot of winners of the Royal Rumble that don't get main event matches. Meanwhile, it was still also when it was just one night. Now it's worse because now it's like there's 2 nights to choose from,
and one of those nights,
2 winners of Rumbles.
Right,
there was 2 Rumbles.
Right.
It's like, oh man, we said the fucked up thing is like this wasn't surprising because we knew this was gonna happen. The minute they started selling this, it was like Jay ain't getting that actual main event. Like it's not gonna happen. Yeah.
And the fucked up thing is we're talking about just Jay. Gunther ain't getting that main event neither.
Yeah, no, poor Gunther.
Somebody who deserves that main event also.
Yeah, a guy that was killing it. Yeah. Like as Intercontinental Champion, took over the mantle as World Champion, and it's just like, sorry,
what do you?
We gotta build these 2 matches.
Personality.
See that Punk. Yo, Gunther was on LFG last week.
Yo, right? I saw that.
He made a smart comment to the Undertaker, and the Undertaker was like, "You know who the fuck I am, boy?" And then he's like, "Wait a minute, I had to realize he's kind of right."
Yeah, no, that part I saw because I was like, you know what, I kind of want to hear because they promoted it as that. It's like, oh, he says something to the Undertaker. I'm like, I kind of want to see what he says because I'm kind of not liking the Undertaker on the show. Just a little bit.
Wait, so I haven't seen it yet. I don't care if you guys spoil it for me because I kill enough brain cells for me not to remember. Yeah. Talk to me.
Okay, so the female gold medalist,
yes,
for the Olympic wrestling, she's on the show. Okay. She's one of Undertaker's trainees.
Okay.
Gunther went up to her and said, "You smiling too much." And he went up to Undertaker and was like, "This woman should be a monster and you're letting her smile? Like does she not know that she could...
Morenita girl.
Yeah.
She went in this to what you sent us. And
yeah.
She was like, I smiled because I struggle and everything, and I went through hell and that emotional shit.
Yeah.
That was that was tough. Like, oh,
that was
shit.
in response to Bubba Ray. Like her doing that was in response to Bubba Ray, because Bubba Ray went up to her and was like, "You smile too much," and he doesn't take you serious. Bubba. Yeah, and then but Gunther went up to the Undertaker and was like, "How come she doesn't know that she's a monster? Like, what are you not training her right or something? Like along those lines?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't know that she's a monster? Like why is she smiling? Why are you allowing her to do this?" And that's when the Undertaker was like, "Boy, you know who the fuck you talking to? Like the fuck." Gunther did not pull no punches.
No.
There's a big motherfucker on the show, and he's like, I've seen plenty of you people.
Yep.
You don't impress me. And he told him, he's like, the reason why you ain't getting no point is because you took that shit personal. This isn't personal. This is business.
If you don't like it, there's the door.
Yeah. Because that dude was like, yo, he took it as a challenge, and Gunther's like, I'm not challenging you. I'm just trying to teach you a lesson that when I tell you something, it's because I need you to learn, but also this is a business. You shouldn't be taking this shit personal. If I'm critiquing your character, don't get mad. Don't get personal. People trying to help you. You out there fucking getting mad because I said you just a generic big nigga. That should make you want to be different. And this dude, he took that shit to the heart. Like, fuck you, nigga. Like and he also told me, he's like, yo, bro, you said some shit to CM Punk. Cool, but you gotta earn that. He's like, you don't get to just fucking walk up to CM Punk and say whatever the fuck you want as a rookie.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean this show is pretty good.
Oh yeah, him doing that, it was nice. Like that breakdown of like a lot of people should kind of take that. Like that type of mentality of it. It's like he's got a point.
Yeah.
He's got a point.
That was the same episode where Mickie James was like, I don't want to just be looking at your ass.
And I also read about that. And it's like, well, see, a lot of people are now criticizing her, like, oh, you're being a hypocrite, Mickie James. She also came from an era where they told her she had to wear certain things.
Yeah, they had a bikini contest.
You know, it came from a certain era where she really had to do it. But then after that, like, Mickie James wrestled in pants. She had bell-bottom pants and everything like that. She started switching up her gear.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, I would hate that people were like, oh, she's being a hypocrite or anything like that. Yeah, but also, during that time, it was a different era.
Yeah, the women were divas.
The women would...
And they were sex symbols.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not even the fact that they were divas. It doesn't matter what they were fucking called. It really doesn't. It's the fact that you had a certain type of owner. You had Vince McMahon basically owning this whole shit, who is a fucking sexist, crazy fucker that we all come to learn about. Even more, we knew he was a sick fuck, but we didn't know how far it went through the allegations. I'm just whatever.
Allegedly.
We kind of seen how, life imitates art in his own art when it comes to WWE.
Yeah. And his daughter.
I digress. It was a different era. It was a different era where Vince McMahon wanted to have the women like this, and if they said no, they will be out of a job.
Yeah.
But once, if you notice, when Mickie James was able to basically not be with WWE anymore and basically do what she had to do, she switched up her gear. So I get where Mickie James is coming from. I just wish that people would understand it really wasn't something that Mickie James was probably wanting to wear.
Yeah. And also, sorry to cut you off, Ray, but in those days, the only way that these women would get on TV is if they looked a certain way, right? Like what Gigi was saying. Now, women wrestlers are wrestlers. They don't need to do all that.
Yeah, they're not just supermodels. Yeah, it was just swimsuit models the whole time.
Yeah, we don't need. Well, we don't need to see their body to see their talent.
Slim tummy, that's it.
Yeah, but I do agree with Mickey because there are times where some of these girls like that's just right in your face. Like the cameraman ain't shy about this one, and it's like I'm forgetting what happened in that man. I'm like, damn, okay. She.
I mean, that's
like
when we're watching Tiffany Stratton, coming out and her not having, a nip slip, which has been happening quite often with her shit.
Never changed, Tiffany. Never changed.
Wow. So, all right. It's about to be close to an hour before the show ends. Let's talk about AEW Dynasty. Completely different subject. This is why we got. Bro, don't get us canceled.
I'm just.
I was gonna make
Ray.
Yeah, I was gonna make one comment about that situation because Jesus.
Keep it PG, Ray.
Seeing the reactions because of Mickie James' comment. Wrestling, unfortunately, because even now, like the excuses, the era back then, wrestling now is still very. Unfortunately, there's times where sex sells.
Mm-hmm.
Like nowadays, because a lot of the people that were arguing it is because of how they want to wear their gear and stuff like that. Which again, if you feel comfortable in it, more power to you. Because I saw people were like, "Oh, Mickie James said that," but then if you look at even her modern gear, it's still very sex sells oriented. Well, like some of her TNA stuff later on, was still very like that. Which again, it's also if Mickie wanted to wear it. The way she's portraying it is just don't make that everything because then it does cover that. It's like if that's your whole gimmick.
Well, like, also, Ray, if you like take a collective of the women nowadays, they're a lot more sexy with their gear, but not as out. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have bra and panty matches now. Yeah. We don't have women coming out and dancing and stripping and all that, but we still have that sexy gear.
Yeah,
like a lot more now than they did before. It's like Jacqueline, she had full gear on. Mickey, Molly Holly had full gear. Trish had full gear on. But when they did those segments, the mud wrestling, that's when we saw them in their lingerie. We saw them do all that stuff. Mickey, she had a dress, but she still had underwear on. It wasn't in a thong. When she had the dress, when she was wrestling, Trish, it was still kind of like that's what a normal girl would wear underneath a dress.
Yeah.
It's just we get to see because it pops up all the time when she wrestles. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But now it's more like like you see these girls accentuating their body. They got the body to do it, but like I can understand where Mickey's coming from, where it's like Rhea can't help. The way how big her butt is, she's wearing shorts. If she wore pants, you still see that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when this girl went from wearing a tennis outfit to lingerie, and now you're just seeing the cheeks. When you're in a situation where you got to impress coaches and make your name out there, and that's all they're looking at, that can really hurt you in that spot. Like I know where Mickie James coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like that air, like there, I get it. But like the beautiful people, because he mentioned Velvet Sky and them, that was their gimmick. Yeah.
Because she was the first one that like came out about, oh, I don't see a problem with that type of gear. But also that was part of their whole stick. Like, they were they were called the beautiful people for a reason. But again, I don't see what Mickie James said is wrong, but also I could see where people are arguing it because of how they want to portray themselves.
Yeah.
At the same token, again, as long as you're fucking doing what wrestling needs it to be, do it.
If you show you more than just that,
like, and that's where the comment is coming from because they want to have them have the legitimacy and be able to sell their work rate instead of having to do the other. But again, it's always going to be a very catch-22 subject because.
It's kind of like when a wrestler's hard. Like, Jesus gonna notice that. You know what I'm saying?
You noticed the phenomenal one a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I was about to say Iron Sheik when he puts the camel clutch on Hulk Hogan.
Ew.
Jesus, but
he was like he
let's get to Dynasty here.
Hold up, but I want to get to Leon's comment. DJ is smiling because he's thinking of Stephanie with that what they call it now, the devil's kiss. Yeah, baby. the devil's kiss, the Stephanie. That's what DJ thinking about.
Stephanie
because Ray don't want to give him his number.
I can't even deny that.
Oh, I'm mad that Stephanie McCord didn't come to my head, and it was like, the fuck is Stephanie McMahon doing? But let's go on to Dynasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Straight meat, no water. Yeah, baby.
No bread.
No bread, no water, just meat.
Suck it.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
quack, quack.
Oh yeah, man.
Also,
Go ahead, Ray.
before we get into that, because now that came, conversation. Booker T, please do research before you go train somewhere.
Oh,
Like,
Wait, all right. So tell me what happened. What happened?
So the situation is Chase and Rance is a known pedophile in the business. The guy,
the dude you showed us the picture.
Yeah, this is the guy that this is why a lot of people don't like Moose, because Moose kind of defended the guy because, he's a friend and he went to go train with him. This is so Booker T went, apparently, I guess, Chase and Rance solicited his services for a seminar at his school because somehow he still has a school. People that train there, there's better schools out there.
So is he convicted or alleged?
No, he is a registered pedophile.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He's registered.
So if the arena is 1,000 feet from a school, he can work anyway. But go ahead.
So that situation. So people went at it because Booker T came out after the Vlad interview and went after that. So people were like, "Oh, you're doing this." It's like the throwing stones at a glass house type scenario. They're like, "Oh, you're doing that." Meanwhile, didn't you just do this? Because the picture was out there. And Booker T just came out with the comments saying, "Oh, he doesn't do background checks about where he trains. Like he's anyone that's ever done one of his seminars can tell you his work rate and all that." And it's just like, yeah, you got to do background.
You got to do background checks.
Because it's like this situation definitely could have been avoided because the minute you type in his name, everything pops up. Like Chase and Rance, all of that pops up. So Booker T, please do background checks. People, be better. Like, don't just because it's a payday, just because of all this, know who the fuck you're working with.
No,
because
you gotta.
There's a lot of shady motherfuckers in this business, and it's only getting worse because there's people that are doing horrible things. Like this past week, a company just got shut down because these idiots decided to film in the parking lot of a funeral home and decided to use the excuse of, "Oh, we didn't know there was a non-filming policy at the funeral home." If common sense doesn't tell you you shouldn't be filming at a funeral where people are mourning the loss of a loved one, friend, whatever you want, just the fuck is wrong with you? So yeah, just again, do your due diligence. Just watch who you're working with, watch who you're associating with, especially in this business, because unfortunately there are good people, but there's a lot more bad ones in wrestling.
Facts.
So, but
I thought you were going to talk about Booker T and Swerve Strickland beef.
No, but that's why people went into it because the fact that he was going after that, people immediately found that. So it was like almost the, "Oh, you're doing this, meanwhile you did this."
Kind of like this thing karma.
Yeah. So, but again, that whole situation,
because Booker T got himself emotionally involved in something that Swerve said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, about that whole being like the first black.
So
thing.
it was a lot of, again, the situation of just because Booker T had said something about opportunities in that. So it was a lot more. Like there's been more clarifying statements and all that, but it's just both ends are kind of looking. I don't want to say wrong, but it's like, it doesn't.
They can't throw stones.
It's just, it's not helping either side. It doesn't help anyone.
Essentially calling the cattle black when you are also the black cat.
But that was the whole point. That I was like, you do this, and then it's like, but let's go into Dynasty because just on that again, do better, people, and even just with the Booker T thing, it's do better for yourself, Booker. Don't make sure you're not in situations like this.
Don't be bitter,
especially when you've hosted credible seminars with credible places. do your due diligence. Like, also, for some people, just because someone's on TV or has been in TV before, don't fucking use them if they've already been known to do certain things. Because there's a lot of people now that are doing seminars that it's like, didn't they get canceled like a few years ago? Like, what?
And don't train with a pedophile.
Yeah, no, don't train. Again, if there's a lot of people that will use said person just because they offer the opportunity. It's like, it's not worth it. Again, do better. There's a lot of great reputable schools out there. There's a lot of opportunities. And if someone just tells you, oh, where else are you going to go? Trust me, there's a lot better places. You don't have to work with pieces of shit like that. And there's a lot of them. Yeah. There's a lot of them that, it's like the saying goes, there's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. So be careful.
Power corrupts.
Be careful.
All right, hold on, wait. I don't know the beef between Swerve and Booker T. And Leon just said, Booker said if someone calls Swerve the N-word, they're going to tell him to leave a movie set. But you have to understand where Swerve is coming from. What was that? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm a little lost.
See, that part, I don't know where that came from.
So Booker T took exception to what Swerve was saying on the Vlad interview.
I got to.
Or is there more to that?
I feel like there's more to that. There's definitely more because this wasn't the beginning of the whole situation. There was more. So it was a response that then it created another response. Like that's where this whole situation is. This isn't this wasn't the beginning in a sense.
If anybody's wondering, Krill's farted.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's
you smell some shit.
I'm going through like the shit here. Let's see. I just saw it and fucking Reddit just decided to take me everywhere.
Even though we talk about wrestling, I kind of.
You want to know why? I guess it's because in response, I guess, to that whole thing is that I guess Swerve Strickland basically said that because Booker T participated in a skit where Vince McMahon said the N-word. So I guess it kind of went through all of that.
Oh yeah, that was the response to Okay, so that part I remember. Okay.
Yeah. When Vince McMahon said the N-word, that told you everything you needed to know about Booker T's experience in WWE and his ability to judge being treated fair in the WWE. That's pretty much out of pocket, and it was ridiculous when he said it from this one person. But yeah, it's a lot. It's that whole interview was a lot, and again, it sucks because it's not fully out.
Yeah, it's behind the paywall, so there's so much that's like being clipped out that it's like, I want to hear his actual statements, but from what people are just posting from it, neither side is looking good on this.
Yeah.
Like, neither side is looking good from it. Because that is just like, what would you have done in that situation if you were there at that point? You know?
Seriously.
All right, so what I'm saying is, watch Booker T's podcast. He responded and said nobody wants to work with Swerve if he gets offended by being called the N-word, basically.
All right. Well, Leon, when we watch that, we will respond back to it.
Yeah.
Because we have a 10-hour show to get through. That's going to take us 12 hours to talk about because each match has to shine. We're moving forward.
They're adding more matches as we speak.
Word. They really are. And
as we've started this podcast, 2 matches have been added to this card, possibly 3.
No, wasn't it 4?
I don't know at this point.
Like, wasn't it just you said?
If you're doing all the first rounds at Dynasty, then that is essentially 4 more matches overall added to the card.
We're at 9. Something tells me after Collision tomorrow they'll have another one.
Yeah.
Let's go through these 9.
All right. Let's go through these 9.
All right.
We'll start off with at the very bottom. The Women's Owen Hart Cup Tournament first round match. Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart from the House of Black.
This ain't even hard to pick.
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna pick Mercedes.
I want Julia to win just so we don't have Mercedes going over. But Mercedes is going over. I'll go with Mercedes.
That doesn't work for her, brother. You gotta.
Yeah. I was about to say, who else is in the tournament for the women for the Owen Hart tournament?
Oh man, I don't know. I only saw the men's. No, because I was looking at only had the men's. I didn't see the women's.
No, because I'm trying to think. Is Athena in it? Because that kind of
yes,
it could be.
Yes,
I
believe so. She definitely made her name known. Women's Owen Hart tournament. I got
because if Athena's in it, I think that tells you what our finals is gonna be.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. What the hell?
Amy Hayter and Athena.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Mercedes just because. Yeah.
There's no way.
Monet.
Oh, the AEW website sucks. Like they don't even mention the Owen Hart tournament.
Wow.
Okay, so
who you got, Ray?
The first round of matches are going to be Jamie Hayter versus Billy Starks, Thunder Rosa versus Chris Statlander, Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart, and Athena versus Harley Cameron.
Yep, that confirms our finals right there. Cool. Okay.
Yep.
So we're in a consensus.
Don't count them out, Ray.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Mercedes.
They spoiled it weeks ago. They started the feud already. Yeah, that's
you spoil it. Don't spoil it for everybody.
So, what's next, DG?
Yeah, well, let's close this out. All right. Boop. The Men's Owen Hart Cup Tournament first round match. Will Ospreay versus Kevin Noit.
This is also not hard.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
I still want to go with Kevin Knight because I feel like they're pushing him hard, and Will Ospreay doesn't need this, but they want to give it to him. Maybe. I'll go with Billy Goat. I'm gonna go with Billy Goat.
Yeah, for this one, I'll go Ospreay because I feel like this one actually could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hurt Ospreay taking a loss here.
Mm-mm.
But I'll go Ospreay.
Remember who the booker is.
All right, that's why.
Touche, but I feel like Ospreay wouldn't.
No,
like
so
there's
that's
certain people that I feel like
too much
Ospreay
logic. So yeah, it wouldn't hurt him.
True.
But you're talking about a guy playing with his action figures, so he's gonna win.
No.
And with that being said, DJ, this is why it hurts me to say this next match because I'm wondering if he's the fan that wants to rip off the mask of his luchador, or if he wants to go ahead and have Chris Jericho take an L. Because the next thing is the ROH World Championship mask versus title match. Chris Jericho versus Bandito.
Oh no, Bandito's winning the title.
I'm going Bandito.
Yeah, Bandito's winning the title.
I hope so.
Saying this like you got inside information, right?
Not on this one. I've not asked because I didn't want to know.
Anything is possible, Ray. Jericho is the greatest wrestler of our time, and I'll tell you why. Because he makes y'all believe that he can't wrestle anymore.
What do you mean?
This is all Swerve.
No.
He's making y'all believe it.
I believe that Jericho can wrestle. I don't believe he can do a lion saw anymore.
Yo,
I'm not critiquing Jericho's wrestling ability because my guy is still going at this age.
Right.
I'm just saying that I think the story. This is technically what should have happened, like around the Hammerstein show. That we should have had Bandito already wrestle Jericho, but unfortunately, Jericho got concussed, so we couldn't see that. So now we're here.
Bueno.
So just Father Time is undefeated. Okay, you know I can speak even for myself. I used to be able to run like a 4-4 Ray. Okay, and now if I tried to do that, you would hear my Achilles pop all the way from over here. You hear a popping sound where you guys are on the East Coast and be like, "What was that?" That was DJ trying to sprint. So it's the same thing with Chris Jericho.
I listen. I've heard about this amazing program for you. It's called DDP Yoga. I'm sure that you will get your Achilles working stronger than ever, and then you'll be able to go ahead and move like
I would not.
like
I don't care how stretchy my Achilles is. I'm not running a 4-4 again.
You got this.
And I've come to grips to that. There's other things I can still do. That is not one of them.
Listen, you'll be able to do anything. The man has healed millions. We're trying to get him for Toe, but you know, his thing is that we have to drink water, and you know how Toe feels about it.
Yeah. Conspiracy. I tried DDP yoga.
No, you didn't.
I had it during the COVID.
I had somebody burn the DVDs for me a couple years. Like when it first came out. I had a patch on. I pirated that shit. I was in this motherfucker. I tried it. It was just one of those things it was a lot of breathing and shit. And I was like, I was at the stage of my life where I wanted to clang and bang. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to put fucking 325 on the ball, like bling bling, bling. You know what I'm saying? I still had some young spirit in me.
That's hilarious.
He was eating his vitamins and slanging and banging Mean Gene.
Shit.
Wow. So the next one is the AEW TNT Championship. No time limit, no outside interference. Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole, baby. Adam!
I'm gonna go with Daniel.
Wow, we still heard you perfectly with that.
I know.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was great. The people on the outside are trying to wonder what the fuck was that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Daniel Garcia retains here.
Ooh.
Gets a big win over Adam Cole.
You think Garcia retains?
Yeah.
I'm going with Ray.
I'm going with Cole. How long is he going to take until he gets hurt again? You might as well throw a title on him. White.
Come on, don't do
that sound. That's kind of
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all, because that's the same thing.
Let Adam Cole be healthy for a bit, man.
That's why I'm at.
He doesn't want to help. He doesn't want to help himself.
Why do you think we're trying to do the title now? Because he's healthy now. You know what? I'm gonna stand by Toe. I'm gonna go with Adam Cole, baby.
Okay. Next.
We don't want him to get hurt. Ray is just one of those
That's
things.
what he does. Like he doesn't help himself. I don't know what you want us to do, Ray.
He went vegan and didn't tell nobody.
He doesn't get this now. By the next Dynamite, he might get injured. So we got to give him the title now. So
the extra iron.
But what is
But
what is Daniel Garcia's like? If Daniel Garcia wins this, what would his next feud be? Because for the longest, I thought we were gonna get the Undisputed Kingdom to be I thought they were gonna break these guys up. Well, we decided to keep them. So unless we're gonna get a trios championships between them and the Death Riders or rated FTR, depending on who's the champion, I don't see that happening. So I'm gonna give it to Adam Cole, baby.
I'm still say Garcia gets his big win here.
Yep.
Yeah, he needs this W though. You're right. I don't want to go against Garcia. He's just, Hispanic.
Well,
is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not Hispanic.
Garcia, you have to.
No, I actually don't know. That's funny though. That's I don't know.
I was about to say.
I don't know if he
Are
is
you
or not.
Disputing his Hispanicness?
I don't know if he is.
I don't see a lot of people pick up Garcia as their stage name.
It works.
We're gonna continue.
I haven't heard of it.
Next match, AEW World Tag Team Championship match between the Hurt Syndicate and Big Bill. Oh, excuse me, versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. And We hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people. I swear, that's catchy,
This
but the
this
most
should have
terrible
been
lyrics
private party.
ever to a fucking song. Ray, we hurt people, Ray. We
This
hurt.
should have been private party. But yeah,
Listen,
Listen, man.
Listen, they got tired of
They shouldn't have friends.
There was no more shots to be taken. And it just sucks. You're absolutely right. It should have been the private party.
Is Disney breaking up for anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I was just like, I don't hear.
Wait, what happened?
This is Tony Khan.
Yeah, Tony Khan's fucking with the show now.
Yeah.
Because he knows he fucked up.
We hurt people.
Ray.
Yo,
everyone knows. You want to be champions or you want to have friends?
Uh-oh.
The one rule Tony Khan got.
Uh-oh.
And Tony Khan's mad that they got the private party on SmackDown.
So who is everyone else's pick here? Because I don't see Big Bill and
all the Hurt Business knocks their head into the second row.
This is gonna be a quick one.
All right, let's go.
Bobby Lashley is not. That doesn't work
Stack
for Bobby
him,
Lashley, brother.
Stack him, smash him, and crash him, whatever the fuck.
All right, the AEW World Trio Championship match. When is
all these matches got some kind of belt in it.
All of them do. All of them have all the titles are on the line. The Death Riders versus Rated FTR.
Death Riders over. I think FTR is gonna Rated FTR is breaking up here.
Yeah, I agree.
Stop ruining shit for people, Ray.
Nah, man,
you can't see this coming.
I see it coming. You don't see it coming because you don't watch the product.
I was about to say, I think Stevie Wonder.
I watch just enough. I watch just
like,
enough of the product to know that anything is possible in AEW, right?
Like Stevie Wonder right now is like he's like, oh yeah, they're gonna break up. So,
well, once in my life, Edge is gonna break up. Not like he broke up before.
I know Tony Khan. I know how Tony Khan writes. They're gonna break up.
And I like to thank y'all for Jordan Edge, but it's not gonna be anyone longer.
This is hilarious.
I agree with the pick.
Yeah, no,
but then again, Edge has that problem.
Okay, so we know that the Death Riders are going over. What do we see happening to Rated FTR? Because that's really the bigger story here. Like, is Dash gonna go ahead and shove Cash again? Wait. Right? Yeah.
I think that's how it was. I think we're gonna have Dash walk out. Cash is gonna try to follow, and then
you sure
Edge is gonna be
because during like Dynamite, homeboy was like trying to go in for a hug, and he said, "No, you don't get to hug me. We'll be on the same page." But the next day, we have to talk.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they're gonna have that miscue that it's almost like we're gonna have, like, they're gonna keep going. Like, wait, no, where are you going?
You know what I think's gonna happen, Ray?
What?
It's gonna be a double swerve. FTR is gonna turn on Edge, but because Edge has that back problem and he can't take pins, he's gonna turn on them. They're gonna turn on each other, and then it's gonna be at All In. FTR versus Coke. 2-on-1. No pillowcase. Glass everywhere. And for everybody that's wondering, I did the research. Daniel Garcia is Hispanic. He's from Barcelona. His father's from Barcelona, Spain.
Oh, there we go. Oh, damn. So
yeah.
Not only
I had to go digging for this one.
He's from the motherland.
Yeah, I had to go digging for this.
He is more
because
he is somehow more Hispanic than we are at this point.
Right. Everywhere I went, it just said he was an American wrestler.
Right.
They just said he was an American wrestler. They didn't want to give him no kind of.
They were just like, he's from Buffalo. It's like, but
He was like, please, Trump, don't deport me. That's what I saw when I Googled it.
That's right.
Is Daniel Garcia Spanish? It says, don't deport him, Trump.
Yep.
That's what it says.
God damn it. But yes, I think that's where we're going with that is the breakup.
Too much storytelling on this page.
Here we go with Boris.
Shit.
No,
We're not done.
Miro not
Boris.
taking
We're
no
not
pins.
done.
damn boy. We still got more storytelling to go.
We do.
Word.
The next story is. Oh wait, you want to say something?
Jericho's gonna team up with Edge.
All right. So AEW Women's World Championship
Rated Y2J.
Shut up. Yeah, between Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne, the Megasis.
I think this was easy. Megan Bayne.
You know what?
DJ's like, I don't even want to.
I think Tony Storm retains.
Yeah.
I think Tony Storm retains. They gave her the belt back to a little quickly. They're like, you know what? Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
the character's too over right now to take the belt away.
Right.
Yeah,
I know. I was there. It's gonna be Edge, Jericho, and Megan Bayne. That's gonna be the triple threat.
So you also agree with Tony Storm going over?
No, Megan
Oh,
Bayne's
you
going
going
over.
Megan Bayne? Okay, cool.
It's gonna be Ring of Honor champion, a brand new title they give the Edge, the 2-on-1 championship, and Megan Bayne women's champion. Triple threat.
How do you put up with us, Gigi?
I drink a lot.
She yells at me a lot,
I
DJ.
smoke a lot.
Oh man.
After a while, I tune out.
So Gigi, who's your pick for this title match?
It happened. In the mind of a cocaine head.
I'm so sorry.
We apologize for the comments made by our co-host here tonight.
Yeah,
What did DJ say?
No, I'm not apologizing to DJ. DJ is perfectly
It's fine.
Or was it
DJ
TJ?
is fine. This is you.
It was TJ.
Listen, I told you I'm trying to be peace with God, and you are testing me. You are testing me with this nonsense and bullshit, and like my eyes.
This is your cross, Gigi, to bear.
Just stressful. Bro, like we have to go through like a 14-hour AEW card that's not going to finish until next year, and none of the people are ever going to see their children ever again because
Word.
that's how AEW. If you've never been to an AEW live event, prepare to be there for the rest of your life.
No, DJ.
Try to be
Our section was literally
too from like your deli. If you have a deli, I don't know where you guys are at. If you have a deli, if not, because we have bodegas, so we're blessed here. But wherever you go,
we were literally yelling, DJ. We want to go home. We want to go home.
Stop bringing matches out here.
We locked the door so nobody can go home. They said you must go back to your seats.
He's on the phone calling up random fucking independent wrestlers. You want to wrestle? Come on out here.
We got theme music for you and everything.
Yeah. Fucking Bill Grace came down like, who the fuck is this? Yeah, half a wrist tape on, one shoe, and his jeans was cut.
Just start like, I'm ready. Let's go.
Like shit, he called me one night. I was like, dude, let some people go home.
Be in my rate. Let's get this.
Like, wait, where is it? Oh no, it's in Philly this weekend. Oh yeah, they're calling all the independent wrestlers.
He wasn't lying when he said he wanted to make this shit like Black Church.
Yeah. He's gonna lock the door like you guys and everybody better buy a
Jesus is coming
t-shirt.
tonight. That's right. Shit. You heard this. You heard the fucking joke, Ray. Don't act like you ain't hear the joke. What's that? The white dude that be talking about like
Gary Owen.
Yeah, see, you know. He was laughing at the joke. Don't act like it's controversial now.
Like
Shit.
it's
You go into church at 9:00 in the morning. You come out 9:00 at night
It
talking
was
about praise Jesus.
controversial then, and it's still controversial now.
Or just
But it
recently,
don't make it not true.
Just recently, you had a preacher lock the door and say he wanted like I think like 40,000 or something like that. Like some
Oh, yeah, I
some
heard
kind of
about
crazy
that.
money.
That shit's wild.
Yeah, that just
my
happened.
My
So,
guy turned into that's it. He pulled the lean on me. He's like, we're locking the doors.
yep.
I'd have been the only motherfucker laughing in that church. Like, you getting 40,000 for who?
Yeah. No, it'd been some furniture moving. In
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
That $2 I gave you
No,
was a
I would have
stretch.
scared the shit out of people. I would have scared the shit out of people. I
Right.
would have been like, "Now I'm on my bruja shit. I'm not supposed to be here."
Word. Yama, yama,
Oh.
yama, yama.
Yo,
I'm
Yum,
handing
yum,
out.
yum,
I'm
yum.
handing out stunners and yelling hallelujah this evening on everyone. Hallelujah
Word.
this evening. Now, like,
Yo.
we gonna unlock the door?
okay, this is what we're going to, right? We're gonna get some holy water, and we're just gonna wet my hair, and we're just gonna let it just
Oh no!
go down my face. I said, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Yeah, let her
This-
out.
Let me out of here.
Kick that door
Medic.
open. Jesus said, let there be
Medic.
light.
Medic, medic, give me that shit. I'll fucking CM Punk myself over here. Like, medic, I gotta go.
I
John
apologize.
Moxley.
That
No, I
water,
would've been-
that water to the
I'd
effect.
have been at the window.
Word.
Like, see,
Word.
Word.
Okay,
And
now,
I'm out.
now I apologize for 3/4 of the host tonight for the podcast.
I'm
Now
out.
we're just offending everybody. Jesus Christ.
hey, I
Ah,
You-
went to
and you
Baptist.
saying his name in
People
vain.
hostage at that
I
church.
grew up in Baptist
No.
church. It's all right.
Damn, Ray, you just said his name in vain.
No, that's not right.
Shit.
You don't keep us hostage so we can give you money for your
Yeah.
church. You are forcing the
Talking about-
hand.
And Jesus turned over
Word.
tables for
I
people
want-
doing
Word.
that crap.
Over here
And you know what the
preaching,
thing is?
you
He
talking about
wasn't
why
even
come the
saying,
preacher
like,
got a
I want
Cadillac?
$1 or two. No, the man said everybody needs to give me $20. Everybody needs to give me $10. Everybody needs to give me $50. Everybody needs to give me $100. Everybody in here needs to give me all their change, their welfare, their food stamps. They need to give me their child support. They need to give me the college fund.
Word.
Like, bro, he wanted my Uber One fucking subscription, and there's only one for me.
For real. Motherfucker asked
For
for
the
the
whole
Netflix account.
church. For the whole church. Brother, what you doing with that
Shit.
money? The church ceiling is still not fixed.
Yeah, let me get
The
your Timu
organs still
login.
haven't been fucking cleaning. Yeah, y'all want to come ahead and try to be singing hallelujah.
Word.
How? How you singing that off key? With all the money we be giving you, you should be getting some chorus lessons.
Word. We sound like Usher up in this motherfucker.
You
What-
don't
Up there
do
singing.
that.
Up there singing "We Will See," and I'm like, before we give
Hey,
some more
we
money,
will
we
see.
will
Bank
see.
account, that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, this little light of mine needs all your money now. Shit. That is.
That wasn't it. You tried.
Listen, man. Well, it's because that light is dying. That light is dying. I got this one.
That one wasn't great. But we're gonna listen, Ray. You can apologize to everybody
hit
about
all
us.
You
for
can
talking about this
apologize.
shit. That was that, like, bro. That we're going based on that particular video because that's some wild dumb shit.
Word, Ray. Look, you watching the fucking Gary Coleman shit now, ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
You watching the whole stand up now, ignoring us,
Gary Coleman.
motherfucker.
It's Gary Owen.
See?
I
Him
knew
too.
it. He's
I am too.
totally watching it. Unbelievable. All right, we're gonna move forward.
Word,
What
Ray.
I feel might be the match of the night, in my humble opinion. And this
Okay.
will be a triple threat match for the AEW International Championship match between Kenny Omega, Mike Bailey, and Ricochet.
Gigi, you're not saying it right.
What do you mean?
Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, I'm sorry. To be fair,
Just
I'm literally just reading it on here, and it just says
No,
Mike
graphic
Bailey.
guy said it wrong too.
Remember, Ray
my
is a
fault.
stickler for pronouncing
My
names.
fault. I'm sorry.
Especially when it
So,
comes to speedball.
Kenny
Yeah.
Omega. All right. Speedball, Mike Bailey, and the one, the only, Ricochet.
There you go.
Is that better for
Yeah,
you,
that-
Raymond?
Yes.
Is that better for you, Raymond Sanchez?
There you go.
My fault. I was just reading the prompt on the screen, man. It's not my fault they fucked me up here.
Nah, graphic designers were being cheap with it. You gotta say it fully.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Kenny Omega
Listen, man.
wins this
Oh,
pinning
that's not-
Ricochet.
Don't do that.
You can't just have
That's fucked up. Oh.
you can't just have a luchador jumping off the shit.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Yo, if at least
You need Ricochet jumping off the shit.
I can't get out of here. Fuck.
we're not going to false advertise. You know, we got to fully say what's happening.
Let's keep it black and white, Ray.
Oh boy.
Straight down the middle.
Right now.
There's no battles happening here. We're talking about this
straight
one.
down the middle.
Oh my god!
You know what I'm saying?
No, Gigi, you okay over there? Why you look like you at a club? What happened? You good?
Because we got an Omega Speedball that's gonna ricochet off of shit.
I'm just trying to keep it professional. That's all.
Trying to keep it pro.
It's all about optics with Gigi.
That's all we're doing. Oh man, DJ, you okay? You're not falling out over there?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
It's all good over here.
I mean, where he at, it's like 4:00 in the afternoon.
I was about to say, like, the sun,
He
I don't think it's gone down yet.
Yes, it worked. He still technically had breakfast.
Yeah.
It worked.
Oh man, I think we broke Gigi.
Yeah, I think that's it for Gigi.
DJ, we got to fill you in about this afterwards. It's getting very chaotic in here.
Another screen fast enough. I was doing picture in picture. Oh my god.
We're gonna clip this one for Gigi.
As they do in AEW, we're gonna go picture in the picture.
Let's give our predictions on this one.
Picture in a picture is some great advertisement.
No. Who do you guys got for this one? For this triple threat? Well, while Gigi's having a fun time over there.
Yeah.
To see what's happening on the other side of Gigi's camera, pay today for the exclusive Knucklehead OnlyFans.
The Patreon.
That's Patreon today to see what's happening over there with Gigi.
It's on the $100 a day too.
Right.
Very
fucking
exclusive.
tears.
Oh, now she's crying over there. You need to pay double for that.
Double, because you never know what I'm crying about.
Right.
So you get to pay to guess what she's crying about.
The 250 here now. Oh man,
we broke, motherfuckers.
Triple to see it. Oh man,
we need money. July 19th, fucking respect gonna happen. You think that just popped up out of nowhere?
Nah, there's a lot. There's a lot going on.
You think Ray was laying eggs and found some gold and shit?
That's not what
I
happened.
wish that would have been fun.
Oh,
But
Word.
that shit.
He still wouldn't have gave me them $5.
I was about to say, he still wouldn't have gave us nothing.
Oh, I need to read that.
Still gonna make me pay for a flight and everything.
Yeah.
On my own birthday, he's gonna make me pay for a flight. Ain't that that's
Hey,
disrespectful.
my birthday 2 days after, so
disrespectful.
I'm gonna be having ramen noodles on my birthday because of this show.
Yeah, it's gonna be the best ramen noodles you ever had.
Yeah, with their personal chef over there making them for you.
Word.
You ain't fooling nobody, man. Don't give me that. Don't pay that. Don't try to give me that poverty stuff.
I can tell by the corner in your little thing there that's a set you on.
So why is there a bunch of pillows here?
Shit, you hired a decorator.
I'm about to say, you
gotta
like
make it look
being
real.
comfortable, like, you know.
Word. Shit, those pillows $3 for $50.
This is a real background, y'all. This isn't. We're not. It's not a green screen.
The fucking shock master about to come through that shit.
Holy shit,
master!
Another man, the man is hopping around.
Gigi, are you okay now? Are you living? You good?
I'm alive.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
I'm here.
So can we get back to who's winning?
Yeah, we can't get no background on this.
What's happening here?
Kenny Omega.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Ricochet.
My
And
fault. I had to get
Speedball
that
might
straight.
be.
That was, like, really
I know his name.
I'm just making sure. Gigi didn't know his name.
On my paper, it says Speedball. All right. He ain't
No,
wearing no
I'm
socks. His
on
name is
this.
Speedball.
I don't know. I found all the 9 matches. So Kenny Omega, Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Ricochet. So who do we have for this triple threat?
No, because DJ doesn't watch, so we gotta fill him in. Isn't the international championship and the continental championship going to merge together?
That is the rumor.
And they're gonna make a continental championship.
The rumor is that they will be unifying these championships soon.
I'm picking Omega.
Okay.
Yep.
DJ?
Yeah, I'm picking Omega, and he's gonna pin Ricochet.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
he's picking the winner and the loser.
Yes,
that works.
I can actually see that. I can see that happening. So I shall go with Kenny Omega, as well. And mainly because he's another one that just got the title, so they're not going to take that title off of Kenny Omega anytime soon.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and I definitely see Ricochet taking the L on this, mainly because we just also signed Speedball Mike Bailey. So if Ricochet takes the pin for this, it doesn't make Speedball Mike Bailey look weak.
and Ricochet's been jobbing anyway, so
Facts.
what's another loss?
Word.
So I'm also gonna agree with a Canadian winning this match, but I'm gonna go with Speedball winning the title.
Why you gotta bring race into it, Ray?
I'm gonna go with Speedball winning this, but also pinning Ricochet. Unfortunately, I feel like that was the buffer here in order for to see that match down the line of Kenny Omega and Speedball.
Just because he has a floppy head like Kenny Omega doesn't mean he's gonna win this match.
Word. But you do know that if Speedball wins, the tariffs are gonna go up.
Yeah, that's gonna really make Trump mad.
Just saying. You don't want to bring Canadian into this.
I just brought it up because that was the way they kind of teased when Speedball.
You just done told Trump about this man.
Yep.
Now the tariffs are coming.
Yep. I saw this
shit
man.
went from
You know what?
It's from a $65 pay per view to $85.
You know what? I'm gonna change my vote.
See?
I'm gonna change my vote and I'm gonna go with Ray. I say
Ray got the inside track.
As Speedball Mike Bailey, it might go over. But you wait a minute. I have to think about these things because do we really want to make this fucking predictable because it's Tony Khan?
Well, I mean,
I feel like the more predictable would be Kenny's winning. Yeah. I think the other answer is the more predictable one of Kenny.
What? No one gave Kenny any chances against Ricochet and Speedball Mike Bailey.
I feel like everyone.
You know how much talent you need to have on the mic to go.
After he saw Purple Rain a couple times, he's like, you know
I'm
what?
gonna stick to my original one. I'm gonna say with Kenny Omega.
So no one got any belief in Ricochet.
Listen, I'm gonna,
No,
absolutely not.
He might be training on the Jericho.
Watch Ricochet end up winning the fucking match.
I'm about to say, watch him win this damn thing.
Ricochet's gonna win this, and we're all just gonna be like, well,
if Ricochet wins, I'm gonna text you and be like, I told you.
But you pick Kenny.
And we're just gonna run this back. I told you. He's gonna be like, I told you. Hold up.
I remember your pick was Kenny Omega.
That's one thing. I think Toe will show up to a casino with the wrong receipt and be like, pay me my shit. And then just looking at him like, what is wrong with this man?
Like, sir, you lost. You owe us
Give
money.
me my money.
They'll be like, sir, this says you owe us money.
No, there's a negative there because I'm taking it from you.
That's not how this works.
I'll be at the bar. Like, yeah, just keep him coming. Okay. I somehow know that man, so just keep the drink coming.
Like, this is really happening. No, sir. No. He's just mentally disabled.
Start yelling out, Lionel Richie ain't been black since the Commodores.
What's wrong with him? All the above.
What's next?
Wow.
Come on, Ray.
You guys that ain't old school.
Like you don't watch them.
You don't know what all that is, but that's all right.
Ray act like he ain't never seen Rush Hour. What's wrong with you, Ray? Shit, how come you ain't got no black performers up in this casino? At the Commodore.
So the last match is AEW World Championship match between Jon Moxley and Swerve Strickland.
Bird.
Can we have my black champion back? Can we actually see the AEW World Champion already? Like,
someone's dying.
I'm tired of it being in the fucking suitcase. I would like to see the company's champion because I'm tired
He's just freaking boring. I'm sorry. Like, Jon Moxley's just boring. Can we stop? Okay.
That's another thing too. I'm kind of tired of this Death Riders because it's like there's really no real direction.
Nope. Nope. It's boring. It's boring. He's the worst out of the Shield. Let's just the shortest and the worst out of the Shield. Let's just.
I'm gonna pull a Leon. How come when TJ says that, no one disputes it, but when I've been saying it for years, all of a sudden,
when I make a hot take on TJ,
that's the word. You've been coming down Seth. I don't Moxley toe.
No, well, Moxley's been on my list. Him and Daniel Bryan.
No. Espérate, hold up.
No, Ray knows about this list.
He's been on your list. But when it comes to the members of the Shield, you would.
No, I hate Seth.
I was about to say you put Seth over fucking John Moxley. Meanwhile, DJ's like, no, John Moxley's the worst, and then Seth. No one touches the tribal chief.
The thing is, I just gave up with Moxley. It's one of those things like, he's Superman. All right, whatever. Seth is just trying, and it's like, you keep insulting my intelligence, and I'm taking it personal.
That's why you're never making it to the business. Stop taking things so fucking personal.
Listen, man,
learn from your fucking show. Stop taking it personal.
I don't get paid. I don't get paid to watch this. This is my valuable time. I could have been at church, locked away, giving this motherfucker $40,000, but I got to hear Seth Rollins yap. Look at Ray.
Yeah, Ray have to take a hit.
All for what right now? Shit. Ray feels the same way.
No. He doesn't.
Yo, that was almost perfect timing. I don't know if you caught that, DJ.
I did catch that, and you need to clip that.
Word. DG, you said no, and Ray mouthed no, and
it was
like you said it
right on sync. It just worked out so well. Like,
that was dope. No rehearsal or nothing.
Nope. Mm-hmm. We just knew we were there. It was just like,
yeah.
Oh fuck.
But you don't have to hide that. Right?
Listen, I'm here to help you out. I saw what was happening. Listen. Harley Cameron has like a little right. She has a little
puppet.
80s Monet puppet. Listen, I got you. I'll be your trick.
Ray, tell her that you hands free operated. Because you got to stick your hand up the puppet's ass. Tell her that you hands free operated. She don't need to stick it up. Am I the only one bugging? You a fucking
yeah. In this scenario,
you get your hand up the puppet's ass.
If in this scenario, in real life, hear me out. In this scenario, I would just bop him in the back of his head because that's just too much ass.
But listen to Boris. Boris in his head is like, oh shit. Gigi's sticking her hand up, raise ass, and mouthing his words for him.
Boris that's what they're thinking. Not saying anything like that.
He's thinking it, but Boris is another.
Coming back to the WWE, that's another thing too. Anyway, we'll touch on that right before we sign off or anything like that. Who's taking this? I'm on Swerve. I'm going with Swerve. And by the way, shout out to Willow Nightingale for taking that bump that John Moxley gave her. Yes. That was so disrespectful and unkind, and the fact that you did that to my girl is so wrong. One of my headphones just went out.
That's how mad you were.
I'm gonna go with Strickland. I think we're getting Swerve as world champion again.
Am I bugging, or does it seem like Prince Hakeem is going to turn on Swerve?
I know you did not call him Prince Hakeem.
I can't remember his name for the life of me.
Prince Nana.
Prince Nana. There you go.
Don't disrespect the embassy, damn it.
First off,
nah.
Prince Hakeem was the king of Zamunda.
He was a prince. How you gonna call him the king?
Did you not see part 2? But he was the king.
We're quoting the first one though.
No matter, he became the king. Shit, just because they removed the power of the Black Panther, doesn't mean that T'Challa wasn't the king of fucking Wakanda.
No.
Shit.
Don't do. First and foremost, no. Just no. That's it. No, that's not cool. You don't disrespect Prince Nana like that. How dare you?
Uh-oh.
He's like super. He should have had a name. That he's super fucking cool. Do not disrespect Prince Nana like that. This man,
but he's about to swerve on Swerve
as if he was fucking coming to America.
I'm gonna have to go see Reverend Brown.
You tell me he ain't wearing that same headdress like he was coming to America?
You a racist motherfucker. You know that?
What they got to do with a race?
You a racist motherfucker.
Muslim wear the headdress too.
You are a racist ass.
They do.
Fake Puerto Rican nigga. I
tell
swear
you're gonna have to go see Reverend Brown now.
Shit.
I want to remind everyone.
Johnny Cochran, he'll fight for me.
Reverend
We
Brown.
are back with the Tone the Show.
To blow up
There's a God somewhere.
wrestling industry if you just go disrespect niggas like that.
Yeah.
You don't do that. Learn it.
Listen. Y'all should have known what I was trying to say before I said it, and you should have corrected me. Y'all over here letting me say shit. I did. I said, what was his name? I said, what was his name? Prince, and you just sit there.
No, you didn't even
I said,
give nobody a fucking chance.
And you're like,
blurted out something. You know what?
Deep down inside, y'all want me to be this.
That Show Nuff, who never shows up, has been rubbing off of you, and that is terrible. That is terrible. We only can deal with one. We cannot deal with two. Just because Show and Show kind of rhymes in a way, you can't have one. No.
Show Nuff is the disease, and I'm the symptoms. This is what happens when you get 3 hours of sleep a day for 10 years.
Well, then fix your fucking
you can't remember
and get at least 4 hours of sleep. That was fucked up. No.
I try, but every time we do a prediction show, Ray and DJ just sit there and lollygag all the time. We take 2-3 hours to predict 4 matches.
Says the man that's rambling.
Rambling. Just when I thought you knew the answers, Toad changes the questions.
That's right.
So are we all in agreement?
Are you telling me Tony Khan ain't got Prince Jaffe money?
No, his father does.
Get Prince Jaffe up in his motherfucker? Shit. Come on, Ray. Let's go be serious for a second, Ray. Who you want to win?
Swerve.
Ray? Shit, was it that hard, Ray?
I said it.
Now, I asked a question. Is Prince not going to turn on him? Because it looked like they having a squabble.
Nah. That's fair.
I can see it, but not here. I think he'll eventually turns on him. I don't see it right now, though.
He's breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Bobby Lashley will turn on MVP, and then Bobby Lashley will join Prince Nana. Ray understood everything that
Well, see, what's funny is that's crazy enough to happen.
I know.
So that's why I'm laughing.
Yeah,
probably that could possibly happen.
And in my head, I'm like, and then I'm the racist way. He just went from one black man to another one. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's not racist. That's just keeping the community alive within each other. I'm not fucking calling
him the community.
Hakeem.
No, I'm not saying you racist. I'm saying Tony Khan's racist.
Oh, Tony Khan's racist as fuck. Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's racist.
It's like the minute MVP went to another white man.
He tries to be so hard to be white. It's disgusting. Like super white. And, I don't mean to be like that, but come on. The way he bro, how you carry yourself as a company man in a wrestling organization, like, get it together.
Yeah, he's got all that booger sugar.
Mm-hmm. You think because that way he turned away? Michael Jackson put a lot more effort into it.
What?
Go to Charlemagne.
I don't know what you come to do.
We don't forget.
Well, all right. So now that we went through the part, okay. Ray said Swerve.
Wait, we didn't even. Ray was the only one.
Oh, I was Swerve. Toe, you said Swerve.
I kind of think there's like 20 people are gonna interfere in this fucking match, and Moxley's gonna take.
So Toe, you going with Mox?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's undefeated. I don't think he could lose a match. Remember, I've been saying this every prediction show. Moxley can't lose. Hit him with a truck. Eventually. Hit him in the butt. He ain't losing.
He has to lose eventually here.
Not to Swerve. Not when he got 40 people in that Death Rider. Then Prince Nana gonna come out with Prince Jaffe, and they're gonna beat up Swerve too. Doesn't he have another group? What happened to Cage and them?
He had the embassy, but they
turned on him.
Yeah.
They turned on him during MJF. Who bought them out? Somebody bought them out.
I think it was like after, because didn't he help him? No, that's not. Never mind.
I can't remember who bought them out. Like there was something with the
Young Bucks. It was the Young Bucks, because it might have been the Young Bucks, because the Young Bucks were being their douchey bag EVP, and they were trying to.
Either way,
yeah.
Khan and it's something. I forgot the other guy's name. Toa Leona. That's what it is. It's Khan and Toa Leona are the Gates of Agony. They're basically been on ROH right now, and then Brian Cage is with Lance Archer.
Tony Khan is in a tag team, man? In a tag team with Toa Leona? Who the fuck?
So we want to remind all we'll be back with the Tony.
No, I'm being serious. Who the fuck is Khan?
Khan used to be in the embassy.
You know Khan.
He was in the embassy. He was in Shane Taylor Promotions.
Aims at me like I haven't watched this. That was what, 10 years ago, Ray? The only Khan I know is Tony now.
No, but Khan is he was part of STP. He was with Shane Taylor and O'Shea Edwards and Moses.
He was the darker guy with the dreads. Well, not really with the dreads.
Has a tattoo right here. Like,
yeah, he had it looks like a tribal tattoo on his chest.
Yeah, cool looking. So, but
he wasn't the guy from NXT that was racist, was he?
No.
The Brock Lesnar looking dude?
No,
that was Parker Bordeaux.
Yeah, that
guy.
Does he spell a Khan the same way as Tony Khan?
Yeah.
No, he spells it Kaun.
Oh.
No wonder Tony Khan popped up. Oh, this guy. The head shrinker. Dude.
Tone the show with Ray and Gigi show. Probably be back tomorrow. Tune in possibly for a special.
DJ. Tell me they don't look like head shrinkers.
Tune in for a special Gigi stream.
Oh wait, no, but you're looking at the guy with his hair down, with the skirt. No, we're talking about the one next to him.
Yeah, the one on the right, not on the left. Toa Leona is the one on the left. Khan is the one on the right.
And the Tona Leoa, you said that's his name, Tona Leoa?
I believe.
Okay.
I feel like I'm butchering his name.
I know he's Puerto Rican.
Yes, half Puerto Rican, then half something else.
Yeah.
Is he a part of the Samoan dynasty?
No. He's Puerto Rican, not Samoan.
No, I thought he said half Puerto Rican, half Samoan.
You said half Samoan?
Oh.
Not all Samoans are related.
Hold on.
Oh my god. You're checking to see if he's related?
Yes, he actually is. Holy shit, that's funny. Okay.
Wait, for real? He's related to the bloodline?
Apparently.
We can no longer say not all Samoans are related. Every Samoan is related.
As Samoan,
only Samoa Joe.
I was about to say
if Samoa's in your name, you're not related to them. But if Samoa's in your blood, you're related to them.
No, that's the funny thing. Samoa Joe even said it on the interview today with Chris Van Vliet. If his mom and one of the moms from the Anawai family sat down, they probably would figure out how they're somehow related. Because
it's a small island.
Yeah, that's what he legit said. It's like it's a small island, so somehow they're like third, fourth cousins somehow. But yeah, that is our predictions for Dynasty. Again, if you guys are gonna watch it Sunday, let us know who you got winning. But yeah,
don't be like me and wait until Saturday to watch it. It's not gonna be on.
It's not gonna be on Saturday. So
did they officially moved all this shit to Sunday?
I guess. At least this one's on Sunday.
Well, you have to remember they have Collision on Saturday. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
So unless they take out Collision, then they're taking out a show for
I'm sure you can. It's all right for the 75 people that were going to be there, so you can have it on Saturday.
You can always match it together.
I mean,
they could pay for Collision and stay for the pay-per-view.
Would you have it on a Saturday so that way people could get home by Monday?
That's true. People gotta get to work.
Word. Like, you know, people still have livelihoods to go ahead and like support. So just saying. Yeah. That was our predictions, right? Yay.
Yep.
I'm not streaming shit live. If I do, it'll be spur in the moment. If not, but just stay tuned.
Word. Me and DJ spread this out perfect. We got in at 12.
There you go.
You're welcome, Ray.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Planned. Me and DJ stood up last night planning this shit out.
Like it did.
Perfect. It worked out.
When Ray makes that face, I need you, DJ, say something controversial.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
John Moxley sucks. Here we go.
There you go. It was fake glass. Churches want your money.
I just want Gunther's blood all over the mat.
Damn.
Listen. He has to comment because you know what he did to Jimmy. So Jay got to get. Jay has to get the receipt for Jimmy.
Word.
Oh, DJ, you weren't here when I said like how like I didn't feel like Gunther was fully into it really quickly, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you know with all that blood and everything on him. Yeah.
Like did the stamp.
Absolutely. I'm saying you see it like you know they put on the chest, put on their face, whatever. No, he just like you know like a child.
But okay, I watched it a couple times. You know what I think he was doing? I think he was making fun of the people that do that drink blood and everything. Because he started laughing immediately, like when he did it, and he goes, and then he just starts laughing, because you know how he's the character that this has got to be all sacred and everything, right? So he makes fun of people that do silly stuff in the ring. So I think that's what he was doing when you watch it again. Yeah, it was a crazy. I wasn't on for that segment when you guys talked about that, but that was a crazy segment where
Definitely.
Jimmy had color. His color was as colorful as my hair.
Yeah, color. When he bought them zip ties out, I have been frisked with zip ties before, and that shit sucks. So, I almost got a little bit of PTSD watching that.
Okay.
Yeah, over here they don't really use when you're not really being detained, they don't use cuffs. So they bring out zip ties and then put your hands like this and then frisk you. That's how they stop and frisk for folks that don't know.
You know, it's funny. Back in the day when stop and frisk was what they did in New York was they shot you and then they patted you down. Wow, freeze! He ain't got nothing on him.
All right, sprinkle some crack on him and let's go.
That's it. Go in the glove compartment and get the little bag.
Yeah, I think you can sign us off now.
Just saying. I've been pulled out of plenty of cars. Almost shot at. They got the hand on the gun.
I got asked for my driver's license and I wasn't driving.
Shit. They pulled me over for stealing my own vehicle, DJ. Never letting that one down.
Whoa, wait. That happened.
Never letting that one down.
That didn't happen back in the day. So, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. They didn't shot you.
I was stopped for other things back in the day.
Pull your ass over, so I can't even say shit about that. Let's go home, my friend.
Yeah, Ray. You're making it seem like this is AEW all over.
See you tomorrow.
Wait, tomorrow the show?
When is the show? I just started saying tomorrow because it's SmackDown.
No. I was saying tomorrow because I thought this whole week Saturday was fucking Dynasty. I swear, I thought it was Saturday. I was like, all right, let's do it Friday.
We'll see you tomorrow.
It was on Sunday.
Bye, you guys. Have a wonderful
And on that note,
weekend.
ladies and gentlemen,
We'll probably see you tomorrow. We probably won't. We'll probably see you Saturday. We probably won't. Don't expect us Sunday, but we might come on. Stay tuned. Put that notification button on. Hit that subscribe button.
Click the likes.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, and then most importantly, go fuck yourself.
right. Tell your grandmother to make a YouTube account and follow us.
Word.
It's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Ray likes grandmothers. Peace, everybody.